Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the newly formed Oodua nation.
You know what? Every time I hear that music, it puzzles my mind so much. Iwani Ogo Adulawo. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà, gbogbo ọmọ Luabi. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò tòní, mo kì í pé ṣe dáadáa lẹ́wà. Gbogbo ilé ńkọ́. Àwọn ọmọ mi ńkọ́ ńbẹ̀. Àwọn bá mi lọ́dẹ náà ńkọ́. Ṣé wọ́n jẹ ṣé wọ́n mu? Ara ò lébi. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba aláwùrábí, ọba tó jẹ́ ká tún rí ìmọ́lẹ̀ ọjọ́ òní láyọ̀ àti àlàáfíà, ọba tí ò jẹ́ ká dòkú, ọba tí ò jẹ́ ká gbé ọ̀sìn, ọba tí ò jẹ́ káwọn Fúlàní ó ti overrun gbogbo wa, ọba tí ò jẹ́ káwọn ẹni ibi èrò bọ́ọ̀sì tó jẹ́ ká gbalẹ̀ wa lójijì. Ẹ káàbọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọlúwàbí sí orí ètò ti àṣálẹ́ yìí. Mo kí yín lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ pé ṣe dáadáa lẹ́wà o. Àjíǹde ara a máa jẹ́ fún gbogbo wa. Àjíbí ọmọlúwàbí àtàtà Yorùbá ọmọlúwàbí. Mo fẹ́ mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ń gbọ́ mi dáadáa láìsí tàbí ṣùgbọ́n níbẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ make sure pé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ mi láìsí tàbí ṣùgbọ́n kankan níbẹ̀. Tí ẹ bá ń gbọ́ mi, ẹ bá mi ju wánù sórí kinní ọ̀hún. Ẹ bá mi ju wánù sí kí n mọ̀ pé ń gbọ́ mi. Yomi Thompson, báwo ni Jason Lincoln, Jesus, Adékúnlé Mutiu, mọ́mi Comfort Adéoyè ṣe dáadáa lẹ́wà. Mi mọ̀ Bàràpá kì í so mi bá kí n bá ọmọ Bàràpá méje. Káyọ̀dé Ọládòyìnbó, thank you very much. I want to appreciate every one of you. Those are the few on currently on YouTube. I know some few people are on YouTube, on Facebook as well. Ká tó máa lọ àti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run ọba náà, kí ló fi ṣẹ́kù? Ọlọ́run náà la máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ àbí ṣáà máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ èèyàn ni. Èèyàn ṣáàkọ́ ló dá wa sí, Ọlọ́run ṣáà ló dá wa sí. Ọlọ́run náà la máa dúpẹ́ fún ní gbogbo ní gbogbo ìgbà. Mo kí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sí orí ètò tòní, ṣàlàáfíà lẹ́wà gbogbo lè ń kọ́. Àjíǹde ara a máa jẹ́ fún gbogbo ọ bí mo ṣe sọ ní aláàkọ́kọ́. Lórí ètò tòní ohun méjì mẹ́ta mẹ́rin márùn mẹ́fà méje mẹ́jọ gbogbo nǹkan tó bá gbà la fẹ́ fún, gbogbo nǹkan tó bá gbà la fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lórí. Nítorí náà ẹ bá mi wá nǹkan fìdílé, èmi ti gbé nǹkan tí mo mọ̀ jẹ mo ti gbé síbẹ̀ láti máa fi rẹra nígbàkúgbà tí ó bá fẹ́ rẹra díẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ bá mi wá tiyín sí tòsí, nǹkan tẹ́ bá mọ̀ jẹ ẹ má mọ̀ tí o ẹ lè mu gúrọ̀, ẹ má mọ̀ gògóró máa ń jà fún ni, ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó bá wù yín náà ni ẹ lè mu. A lè dá yín lẹ́kùn nítorí pé ẹ̀ ń ṣe ọmọ àgbérọ̀rùn roko àgbékọ́rùn roko. Nítorí ìdí èyí mo kí yín púpọ̀ pé ẹ ṣé ẹ kú bójú ọjọ́ ṣe rí ẹ kú gbogbo gbà wá ẹ kú àdúrótì ẹ kú ìfọmọnìyàn ṣe àwọn kankan wà tá a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí lẹ́ni number 1 tá a máa sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ní ọ̀rọ̀ Ruben Abati tó sọ ní àìpẹ́ yìí nítorí pé nígbà míì tí a bá fún wọn lésì kì í ṣe pé àmọ̀rọ̀ sọ ṣùgbọ́n nígbà míì bákan náà nítorí pé wọ́n ti jẹ́ dodo tí wọ́n bá lè sọ òdodo ó yẹ ká fi hàn pé kì í ṣe dodo nìkan nìyẹn lè jẹ nílé ayé bíbélì gan sọ pé èèyàn ò gbọ́dọ̀ wà láàyè nípa dodo nìkan gbọ́ àkàrà gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ti di ní bíbélì sọ ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé bí dodo bí àkàrà ló máa dá wàhálà lẹ̀ bí pọfupọ́fù àwọn nǹkan tó máa dá wàhálà lẹ̀ nìyẹn lórílẹ̀‐èdè ayé so ó ti sọ́n pẹ́ ó ti wọ́n wa pé ẹ má ya látẹnujẹ o nítorí pé bá ya látẹnujẹ yọ lẹ́yìn Ruben Abati mi mọ èjì ẹ o ṣùgbọ́n ó bùkù pọ̀ ó bùkù even if you have the wisdom of this thing more than some of us, I don't think you have it more than me now, because I am very much insight into what is going on. And when someone talks stupidly and said anybody agitating for Yoruba nation is committing treason and they can be charged for treason, bye-bye. Yeah, papa. So mumu ló fẹ́ pé wá lọ́rọ̀ sip wọ́n gbà yẹn kó wá fi bọ̀ wá lẹ́nu kamali sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́ sip lọ́rọ̀ wá àwọn mumu don do nǹkan tí Charlie boy sọ nìyẹn ìgbà tí mumu wa ò tí tó tí ò tí sí facilities láti ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tá à ń ṣe délé máa fi mumu lọ wá àti débi kan ní ìsìtẹ́ pé our mumu don do completely we no want mumu again we no be mumu nítorí pé ó bá wọn jẹ ó bá wọn mu ìyẹn mi pé kò fọbọ lọ wá náà maybe ìjọ tán bá wálé ẹ̀ tán bá rèpù ìyàwó ẹ̀ maybe ara ẹ̀ àárọ̀ wàá mọ̀ pé our mumu don do maybe your mumu go do that day. I'm not praying for that for you. ṣùgbọ́n bíbélì gan sọ ẹni tó bá rí ẹni tó ń ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa tí ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ sókè lórí ẹ̀ òun kò dá fúnra rẹ̀ ni. àbí ibẹ̀ ni àwọn arábìnrin kan ti mú ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè. ẹ ṣe jàre èèyàn mi gbogbo ẹni tó bá rí nǹkan tí ò dáa ẹni tó bá rí ibi tí wọ́n ti ń yan èèyàn jẹ tí ó bá lè sọ̀rọ̀ sókè ẹni náà ó kú pàtó. One of the first tests God gave Moses before he left the children of Israel out of Egypt. Who knows the first test God gave Moses? I'm going to do something unthinkable tonight. If anybody knows the first test tó fún Mósè fúnra rẹ̀ tó wà nínú àkọsílẹ̀ nínú Bíbélì, I want you to phone me or tell me now. You can write it on the screen or you can phone me and tell me. The first test that was given to Moses. Ẹni tó bá mọ the first test tí a fún Mósè nínú Bíbélì, test tí Ọlọ́run kọ́kọ́ fún Mósè nínú Bíbélì, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ni náà sọ fún mi ní àṣálẹ́ yìí. Mo retí èsì o. Èsì mo dúró de o. Tẹ́sí yẹn bá ti dé máa continue. nítorí pé lálẹ́ yìí mi ní kọ́kọ́ mọ̀ wá bá mo ní àlejò pàtàkì kan àlejò tẹ́ mọ̀ bí ẹni mọ̀ owó àlejò tí kò fi para ọ̀tá pọ̀ ó dà pé mo ti ní ìpè o mo ti ní ìpè àwọn bọ̀dá mi kan wà tán mọ̀ bọ̀dá mi ẹ̀ka lẹ́sà.
ẹ̀ka lẹ́sà o.
ṣé ń bọ́ bù.
animation láti US.
mo mọ̀ yín.
ẹ̀kọ́ ètò ọlọ́wọ́n máa fún yín sí o.
mo mọ̀ yín dáadáa ẹ gbọ́ ẹ need introduction sir torí mo save orúkọ yín ṣe mọ̀ pé ènìkọ́lá jọ máa sọ̀rọ̀ ó yá mo ń gbọ́ yín kí ni first test ọlọ́run kọ́kọ́ fún Mósè.
ẹjẹ ansa ti bá gbà kẹjẹ mọ́.
ok màá jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ sá.
first test tí ọlọ́run fún Mósè òun ni pé ó fara hàn pẹ̀lú iná nínú igbó.
bọ́dá mi yẹn ò ń ṣe test.
ok wẹ́n mo ti ṣí nìyẹn kò sí wàhálà.
ẹ ṣí ṣùgbọ́n àṣà yóò wọlé ẹ ṣí ẹ ní ṣí lágbára Ọlọ́run àṣà yóò kàn wọlé ni.
ok sórí test láti wà ní àbí kí n tó pè padà fún.
orí test láti wà actually tó sọ̀rọ̀ later bọ̀ nísìnyí ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe test ẹ jẹ́ ká wẹ́n tó gba test yẹn náà.
ok kò sí wàhálà ẹ ṣe gan.
ẹ ṣe mo dúpẹ́. Thank you. Ben, that's not the first one. That's not the first one. Mondro, the first test tí Ọlọ́run kọ́kọ́ fún Mósè nínú Bíbélì. Bóyá ká dá sílẹ̀. Ká tún ṣá. Wow, look at that. Look at that. He fought the Egyptian that was fighting the Israelites. Orí Israel ọmọ Íjíbítì kan tó ń na ọmọ Israel lọ́nà tí ó da ó dẹ̀ bàjá. ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ẹni tó gba ánsà yìí gan orúkọ ẹ̀ òjò orúkọ kìrìsìtẹ́nì ṣùgbọ́n àti kìrìsìtẹ́nì àti mùsùlùmí ẹ má jẹ́ àtọ̀ra wa jẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan náà làwọn méjì wọ́n tàn wá jẹ ni. ẹ ṣe ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ṣùgbọ́n mo ní kẹ́ pè ní o ẹ kọ́kọ́ sójú àlá ni o mo dẹ̀ ti ní answer mi so I will keep my t-shirt I'm going to keep my t-shirt very close to my heart because kò sẹ́ni tó gbà nìyẹn mo rò pé bọ́dá láre gan máa gbà ní wọ́n lọ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì dáadáa ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ wọn gbà wọn kò tí ẹ̀ kọ́ níṣẹ́ náà sápamọ́ sábẹ́ iṣẹ́ àgbà tí mo béèrè question yẹn. bọ̀dá mi ní ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o Jubril ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o. ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o. Ṣọlá Adékọ́lá he saw the burning bush kọ́ igbó tí ń jó ni. Ruben Abati kò tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ìgbà tí mo gbọ́ kíní ẹ̀ mọ́ kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pọ́ ọmọ olúbo ni wọ́n lọ́wọ́ Abẹ́òkúta ni wá ọmọ alẹ́ Abẹ́òkúta lílé ìjọ tó tẹ́ máa ṣe ọmọ alẹ́ Abẹ́òkúta kò ní sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ. Yeah, oh sorry, I'm sorry my sister, I'm sorry. Àti rí ànsà wa o mọ́ mi àti rí ànsà wa o ṣùgbọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ bá a sọ sí kẹ́tún ìlú ayé wa sí jẹun pẹ́yìn ti pẹ́yìn ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì dáadáa mọ́ mi wà ẹ̀ka lẹ́mà. Mọ́mí sá lọ mọ́mí gbà tí mo ti láti ránṣà mọ́mí túlẹ̀ ni okay. He will get an appointment with Buhari regime in the prison when they get to the work court and they go to prison. Maybe he doesn't have some people are clueless. Some few people are clueless. Ọ̀tọ̀ ni kéèyàn máa fẹ́ wá popularity, ọ̀tọ̀ ni kéèyàn fẹ́ máa ṣe nǹkan tó dáa. Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà, ní gbogbo yòókù ayé mi, nǹkan tó dáa ni màá máa ṣe. Tí bá rẹ̀ ń tó ṣe nǹkan tó kù díẹ̀ ká tó, mi ní sí ní sàkání ẹ̀ mi ní ṣara nǹkan tí ó tó mi ní ṣe mi ní bá ẹni tó ń ṣe nǹkan tí ò dá mi ní bá tó mọ́mí wa ẹ kálẹ́ mà bàbá wa mo rò pé rú báyìí gbà tí mo lẹ àyàn ọlọ́run lógo bàbá mi.
no mo fẹ́ béèrè question yẹn ni àmì ò mọ question yẹn kan béèrè pé a ṣe mo ṣe jọ yẹn.
ok kí ni àti rí ansa o ẹ má dáhùn ẹ̀ mọ́ o má tún sọ fún yín o test wo ni ọlọ́run kọ́kọ́ fún Mósè kọ́lọ́n tó yàn pé kó lọ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn kí ni test náà kọ́lọ́n tó wò pé ẹni yìí ẹni tó ń lè bá ṣiṣẹ́ lélẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀ pé máa ń sọ kíníkan ní church máa ní ẹni tọ́lọ́run ò pé gangan tó bá ń ṣe dáadáa tó ń rìn déédéé tó bá yá tọ́lọ́run bá rí i pé ìrìn àjò eléyìí bá tó ń mu ẹlòmíì ẹ fẹ́ bá ṣọ̀rẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n ìṣesí ẹ̀ ìhùwàsí ẹ̀ ìrìnsí ẹ̀ ló máa determine what you going to do pé ẹni dẹ́ ọmọlúwàbí lẹ́ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń bọ́ ní ìṣọ́ rẹ̀ láyé àtijọ́ nígbà yí àwọn bàbá wa tán bá rí nǹkan tó ṣe dáadáa tó ní ìrìn àjò dáadáa tí ìrìn àjò ẹ̀ dáa tí súrà ẹ̀ dáa tí ìrìn sí ẹ̀ dáa tí sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ̀ dáa tọmọlúwàbí wà lára ẹ̀ wọn làwọn máa fún lọ́mọ. ṣó yẹ yín so the first test yẹn ni pé kí ni first test ọlọ́run fún Mósè kó tó di pọ́lọ́run wò pé máa bọ́kùnrin rìn ó kàn tẹ̀ gbé palace kò fi nǹkan ayé kò fi bára ẹ̀ jẹ́ tẹ́ bá wọnú bíbélì dáadáa sir I'm not preaching tonight one of the things that Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego, one of the things they did was that when they were in captivity they did not use the thing of that land ìbàjẹ́ tó wà lù yẹn wọ́n fi báyé ara wọn jẹ́ ṣó yẹ yín that is why lọ́lọ́run ṣe pé ìṣòkè nítorí pé fi nǹkan tó wà nílùú yìí gbogbo even though you live in the palace even though God said the palace the king said they should feed you so that you look farm you look kampe you look presentable they said no we don't want that we want to be eating what our God said we should eat. Some people will say this man that talks about Ṣàngó and Ògún and kinikan ló preach Bible. Yes, I'm a free man. I'm an apostle in the church. I preach the gospel, but I am not stupid with my preaching. I'm not stupid. So many people are stupid with their preaching. So many GOs are stupid with their preaching. They preach the Bible upside down. Bring money to the church. The money in the church belongs to the congregation. Why should you use it to buy things for yourself and not the congregations? Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi ilẹ̀ Ọlọ́run gbàdúrà yìí sà. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa tẹ̀lé ètò ẹ̀. Yes sir. Mo gbọ́ yín sà. Mo gbọ́ yín dáadáa.
Kẹ́rí aṣọ tẹ wọ̀ yẹ ọmọlúwàbí Yorùbá ọmọlúwàbí tẹ wọ̀ yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà. Mo ti sọ fún yín tẹ̀tẹ̀lẹ̀ sà pé ṣé aṣọ yìí kọ́dúrọ̀ ni o sà kọ́dúrọ̀ láṣọ yìí o kọ́dúrọ̀ ni ṣóyè yìí ní ayé tèmi wá ìyókù ayé mi tún wọṣọ dìsáínà òyìnbó mọ́ dìsáínà Yorùbá ni màmá wọ̀.
Ifá abẹ́lé ń gbé wá lóríṣiríṣi yìí you are a killer, you are a kidnapper.
I have a brother that has bought 3 sets in that tí ṣe already wọ́n ti rà sílẹ̀ wọ́n ti sanwó ẹ̀ wọ́n ti wá ṣàtì ń jáde ká máa fi ránṣẹ́ sáwọn ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sórí ibi tá a ti ń bọ̀ nítorí pé mo ní àlejò pàtàkì tó wà lórí ìjókòó kí wọ́n má lọ fi kán má lọ bínú sí mi ẹni yóò dẹ̀ ń ṣe gbẹ́ mi gbogbo nǹkan náà fi jù mí lọ wọ́n lè jù mí nù pápá gan ṣe kí wọ́n wá fi wọ́n jókòó kí wọ́n máa fi wọ́n takú ọ̀rọ̀ sọ ó kú púpọ̀ káàtó. And what time do you want the program to start tomorrow? Baba Ìlọrin bọ̀ lọ́la, okay? I will come back to you so that we can tell you we can agree on the time, right? Lọ́la nǹkan méjì mo ní Baba Ìlọrin chief imam Yoruba lọ́rin mo dẹ̀ ní bàbá tibẹ̀ tán lọ́la so it's you see èmi ò yọ mi can't religion méjèèjì as separate because I look at it as the same àwa èèyàn la fẹ́ yà nítorí we don't want to speak with one voice we don't want to and it's happening every day everywhere where we go and it's a shame. So like I was saying, if anybody is doing anything, every platform, every organization, every group, everybody that is doing this agitation, I'm working with them. But as soon as you off the line, I run from you. As soon as you're not following the rope, the toll, I run from you. As soon as I know you're going to do something controversial, I will run from you. As soon as you're doing something that will dirty my name, that will spoil my name, I will run from you. And that is me. Because mo fẹ́ wẹ̀ kí n yán kankan. Mi dẹ̀ fẹ́ rìnrìn dọ̀tí. Mi fẹ́ rìnrìn dọ̀tí láyé tèmi wáyé. Mi fẹ́ rìnrìn dọ̀tí. Mo fẹ́ rìnrìn tó jẹ́ pé ó bá òfin Ọlọ́run mu. Mo fẹ́ rìnrìn tó jẹ́ pé màá lè dúró níwájú Ọlọ́run. Oh, my sister, you are a mother in apostle. Wow. That is why you are always on my religious program as well. Ekalesa, Paul O. Peter. I love that name. Paul O. Peter. Sister, mi Folashade Ojo Mori, mommy. Ekwala Leo R.O. Lola. Eku dede asigwe. Shala fi alewama. Ajini arama je. Victor Ajileye. And Lembewo, Michael Cross. Baba, please address about 3 OPC. Okay, we will talk about that because we need to talk about that tonight. We need to talk about that. And ní agbára Ọlọ́run ọba tó dá èmi kíní kékeré. Ní agbára Ọlọ́run ọba tó dá èmi kíní kékeré tí mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ní agbára Ọlọ́run ọba tó dá ayé àti ọ̀run Ọlọ́run gbogbo èdè ènìyàn. Ìjọ tí wọ́n bá tún gbé àwọn ọkùnrin yẹn lọ sí court èmi kínkínní kékeré máa jẹ́ kí gbàdógbàdó kó gba owó àgbàdo lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹni tó bá wà ní court ńjọ́ náà mo ṣèlérí fún yín ni o ẹ̀dẹ́ rí yan wò mo dẹ̀ dúró lórí ẹsẹ̀ mi méjèèjì mi wọ bàtà tí n bá fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan báyìí mi wọ bàtà mo máa ń yọ bàtà kó lẹ́sẹ̀ ni nítorí pé gbàtọ́ ló ń fẹ́ bá Mósè sọ̀rọ̀ ní Mósè bọ́ sálúbàtà ẹsẹ̀ rẹ̀ nítorí pé kí ni ibi tó wà yẹn lẹ̀ mímọ́ ni. ẹ ṣọ́ra yín o kò tí ta kókó àti pé o màá gbélé yìí o mi ní kẹ́ sá lọ mo kàn kìlọ̀ fún yín ní bọ̀dá mi àbí àǹtí mi mẹ́tò pè wá. Okay, so let me bring my guest in so that my guest can be part of this discussion. I'm sure I'm boring my guest already for just speaking and not letting my guest into the door, and that is not fair. I have to tell you the truth. It's not fair. I'm trying to bring him in. Ooh, not like that. I'm trying to bring him now so that we can have a proper conversation. Has it gotten there? Yes, it's there. So, but before I show his face to you, I want to hype him up a little bit so that we know who he is. We know a little bit about him. And I'm sure you all know him before. Ta ló pè yẹn o? Mo ní kẹ́ má ti pè ẹjọ́ Oyindàmọ́lá Àjọkẹ́. Mo ní kẹ́ má ti pè ẹjọ́ ẹ fún one time díẹ̀ sí. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń send me Royal Mail Party has a £2.99 shipping fee to pay this now, pay now. Irọ́lẹ̀ ń pa olè ní you cannot 419 me. I'm too clever. Mo máa ń dá fá láti mọ̀ bóyá kí n gbé fóònù kan àbí kí n má dá fóònù kan lóhùn nígbà tó bá send message mi lórí fóònù olè láwọn yẹn olè. Èmi ni má ṣe bẹ̀rù orin bàbá mi God nu. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sọ́dọ̀ bọ̀dá mi tí wọ́n wà lórí ìkànnà pẹ̀lú mi ní ìhàyín. Bàbá wa ẹ̀ka lẹ́sà. Oh, I've lost your audio. You've done something to your system. So please come out and go back in again. Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. Ẹ ṣé.
Ẹ̀ka lẹ́sà.
Gbogbo ara ló fi kí yín.
Yes, sir.
Ẹ ṣé ẹ̀kọ́ ọjọ́ mẹ́ta.
Yes, sir.
Just get as it be. Ó lè dáa náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, sir.
Mo kí àwọn èèyàn wa nílé lóko. Àti lẹ́yìn òde. Ojú tẹ fi wà kò ní fọ́. Ní agbára aṣọ Ọlọ́run gbogbo ẹni tó bá sọ pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kó dá dúró ká lè ní ìlọsíwájú ká lè ní tẹ̀síwájú kí o gba ayé lè mọ̀ wípé lóòótọ́ àwa ni ògo adúláwọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá jẹ́ Afẹ́nifẹ́re yìí ọ̀run Afẹ́yìnfẹ́re lágbára aṣọ Ọlọ́run. Bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ tí èrò sí lágbára aṣọ Ọlọ́run nígbà tó wá máa dé òun ní fúnbọ̀ yìí ṣe àwátì o àtẹ̀mí àti lágbára aṣọ Ọlọ́run eré àwọn là máa jẹ́ nítorí pé the pride of the black man is the pride of Yoruba race and the pride of Yoruba race is the pride of the black man. Àwa ni ògo aláwọ̀ dúdú. Ẹ ṣé.
Ẹ ṣé bá mi. Àwọn èmi àti wọn láṣọ máa fi ọ̀rọ̀ jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ ní àṣálẹ̀ nítorí pé Ọlọ́run ló lọ bá mi wá wọn wá. Wọ́n máa ń sá fún mi náà máa ń sá fún wọn gbà mí ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ lálẹ́ yìí àjọ máa wọ̀ ni àjọ máa fà ni àjọ máa wọ́ọ̀dì ara wa ni. Báwo ni ṣe dáadáa ni gbogbo ilé ńkọ́ àwọn ọmọ ńkọ́ àwọn madam ńkọ́ ṣọ́n jẹ́ ṣọ́n mu. Okay, first of all, sir, Ruben Abati. Who is Ruben Abati?
Well, he's a professional colleague, even though, let me say that, by the time he came to the limelight, mo ti kúrò ní Nàìjíríà ní tiwa ń bí. Ṣùgbọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí oníwèé ìròyìn tó jẹ́, tèmi náà dẹ̀ jẹ́, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tí ó máa ń ṣe, he's a fine journalist and he has been on the scene for a very long time. But the peak of his career came when Goodluck Jonathan, after his inauguration in 2011, made him his spokesperson. So he represented Goodluck Jonathan as the media executive and the voice of the presidency, which actually he was serving the duty for the 4 years that Jonathan was in government. So, and he used to work as a columnist in one of the popular newspapers in Nigeria. I think it's The Guardian. I can't remember specifically now because it took a while. So he's a journalist, he's a colleague, as I will describe him. He's a fine writer. He's a witty writer and very popular, at least on his own level. And he came to peak of his career when he served the Jonathan government between 2011 and 2015.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So, because he's been in this political arena, political angle, political whatever he wants to call himself. Sorry, my table is upside down. I'm so sorry for that, yeah? But don't worry about table. Table means nothing. I'm just going to try and hide some of these things so that they're not showing again. Yeah, thank you. So, what you're trying to tell me is that this gentleman, wow. Did you have the Hoover on or washing machine? Okay, let me try and find this uncle's audio a little bit because it seems okay. 1 second, let me just try and find uncle's audio a little bit because the audio seems to be attracting some unnecessary noise, but that is not a problem because I can actually work on it for you guys so that we can enjoy the program a little bit more. Uncle Fatai is loaded. He has so many things to offer us today, so we want to make sure we can hear him loud and clear. No we don't want that today. So let's go back to Baba. Okay, I think we will have to manage this. Yeah, I don't know why it's making the noise, but we're gonna have to manage it. Okay, Baba, Ruben Abati's statement. In tó sọ pé gbogbo àwọn tó bá ń fight for agitation they committing treason. Does it make sense for a journalist of his caliber to say things like that?
Well, I mean, let me just say this. He is entitled to his opinion because somehow in Nigeria we are in a democracy and it allows for the freedom of speech. So I can't blame him on that level. But where I'm really agitated about his statement is this man called Ruben Abati should have known better where Nigeria is concerned. He should have known better because he was in government with Jonathan and he was actually a major icon during the government and during that government that ran between 2011 and 2015. He knows better the experience that Jonathan went through, the cabal strangulation of him and putting a gun on his head throughout the regime because they were watching every inch of his regime. And Abati was actually part of the witness of what Jonathan went through. And for this reason alone, the activities of the cabal in Nigeria should not be alien to Ruben Abati. So, and this is where his hypocrisy is coming from. And I'm really disappointed the way he is portraying himself. Because he might be thinking that people are forgotten so easily. But we can't forget because we know ourselves as journalists, as observers, as political observers. We know what have trended for, since 1999. And funny enough, I'm a big fan of Jonathan. And due to my love for him, even during his regime, people know who knows this, especially the way I promoted him on my Facebook. They can even attest to this particular point that I'm making. I created even, I even got a website for him, Jonathan for Nigeria.com, which I was running. And even in my old newspaper, EMN News, I created column for him, GEJ Speaks, which and every speak that he was making on Facebook, I turned them into news and put it across. So whether Jonathan knows about this or not, I do, but all I want is just good governance for Nigeria. Now I know that Jonathan meant well for Nigeria. Even as I'm talking to you, I still hold a page on Facebook that says GEJ means well. So I'm saying this to you so that you can understand that when I'm talking about Ruben Abati, I know what I am talking about. Because I was following Jonathan's government, all his points, all his activities, the success he made, where he goofed, how, he paddled the canoe called Nigeria for that 4 years. So, and I know the body language of Ruben Abati then. So for him now to show this ignorance, that he doesn't really understand what Nigeria stands for, and that nation is a scam, is really disappointing to me. And one thing I want him to really understand is that the spirit of Nigeria is watching him because he's lying against that spirit. The spirit of Yoruba nation is watching him because he has betrayed that spirit. The spirit of the entire over 100 million Yorubas are watching him. Because if you tell me that Nigeria is 60 million, we are just undermining ourselves. If they are putting this across to us because they are diminishing us, they don't want the world to know that we are so large, well, whoever is having that notion is their problem. But I know we can't be less than 120 million in Nigeria because we are 80 million in Brazil. Only the spillover. So, just by the wayside. So, he has betrayed over 100 million Yorubas and betraying their soul and spirit. And I can assure you, it's not a cause. He's going to pay dearly for it. Because when you see the truth and you cannot speak it, definitely what will judge you will judge you. It is law of karma, law of retribution. You can't escape it. Because I know that with the statement that he has made, the spirit of those who are agitating and who meant well for Yoruba nation, who understand the torture, the deprivation, so much of the problem that Yoruba nation have gone through in the past 60 years. The spirit of those people who have been so denied, so humiliated, so subjugated, the spirit will ask him, because
can I say something before we go ahead? I've just realized something, that this man is a doctor.
Exactly. You can even see his level.
Okay, let's forget about it. Let's forget about Ruben Abati. Let's move on. The reason
now, let me finish my statement, because
the
reason why we cannot forget about this is the weight.
No, I can tell you the reason we should forget about him, but finish your statement and I'll tell you guys, my audience, the reason I want us to forget about Ruben Abati, Dr. Ruben Abati. So you finish your statement and I will go to my point, sir. I'm listening. I'm all yours.
Now, the reason why I don't want us to just sweep this under the carpet is this. He is one of those that has actually destroyed Nigeria today. What you might be asking, what do I mean by that? Let me remind Nigerians today. When Jonathan was in power, Ruben Abati was his spokesperson. A stage came in 2013 when APC was formed. Immediately APC was formed, Tinubu and El-Rufai and the stakeholders in APC, they packed all the journalists, inviting them to an event. That event was a closed-door event in which a statement was made to the journalists, and a sort of a media party was held. And during the media party, it was actually agreed that from that moment henceforth in 2013, when APC was formed, and from the moment that that particular press conference was made, that nothing good or nothing positive should be published about Goodluck Jonathan. And everybody that attended that press conference left the place with nothing less than $35,000.
Wow.
They left the venue, all the bloggers, all the stakeholders that they could lay their hands on were gathered together and were actually tipped that from that moment henceforth, they should not say anything positive about the government of Goodluck Jonathan, and that was where the doom of Jonathan's government came from. Because we might be asking today, why is it that most of the executives that served under Jonathan are world icon today? We are talking about Akiwumi Adesina, we are talking about Ngozi Uwiela. So why are they top-notchers today in big companies? So you can see even the Transparency International, they held that government as the best since 2014, and since 2014 they held the government as the best since 1999. And they said specifically in the report that even better than OBJ's regime, even a corruption fight, is on record. Go and Google it. Transparency International. Back to Ruben Abati. Immediately, the issue came and the blackmail was so enormous of Jonathan. Then the executives of the government came together and they got hold of the information that the media was bribed in order to destroy that particular government. And if what happened then did not actually get clearer to the people, what is happening today is the evidence that for real that event took place, because the hatred that Southerners should not be allowed to rule Nigeria, that particular the particular general saying that the North are bound to rule, all those things took place and the destruction was made to that government. And nobody can speak well of that government today because of the propaganda which this government has held up today in governing Nigeria. So immediately that issue came, then the executives of the government then put us together, and that was where the issue of Dasuki dishing out $2.1 billion came from. So in order to fight back, they now went and thought, okay, what can we do to fight these hyenas? who are desperate to destroy Jonathan's government. They now went and discussed, okay, let us do the same thing as a government. We cannot be allowed to be so given such a pinfall in this wrestling fight, and that was the reason why they went and discussed that, okay, let us try and see how we can sensitize people that they should not listen to the propaganda that was running by most of the APC media, because they virtually bought all the media during that period of time. So, and that was the reason why people who were blackmailing Jonathan that $2.1 billion Dasuki money was for ammunition, because we didn't have common sense. Many of our sanity has been eroded by long years of suffering, no life. So people we are not ourselves, because if we were ourselves during that period of time, people should understand that if a war wants to rage, are you now going to be purchasing ammunition when your country has been overrun? What has actually become most of the $5.5 billion that are actually set aside for defense every year to the military? So, but our people are not thinking deep, because most of these questions came during the BBC interview with Jonathan, and Jonathan was saying that, well, that is the budget every year, $5.5 billion for defense. We don't, okay, are you now saying that money has been embezzled? He said, can I tell you, Mr. Interviewer, I don't want to go there because I don't want to step on toes. That was Jonathan in the interview of BBC. So it was this 2.1 billion Dasuki money that was actually distributed among stakeholders in the media, political leaders, local government. Please, we use this to penetrate your people and tell them that we are being scammed by a party called APC, by APC, because APC wants to get power at all costs and they are bribing the media. So that was the reason why when we are mentioning $2.1 billion of Dasuki today, the name being mentioned were media magnates, political leaders, and local government leaders. That's the reason why. Nobody, I mean, you wouldn't tell me that the former secretary, Baba, what's his name again? Former secretary of state for Bangida, who is a armed dealer. Oodua, who is a partner to Ruben Abati today in Arise Television and this day newspaper, are they military men? They are not military men. So Metu, who also happens to be the PDP public relations person, was giving money. Is he a military man? He's not a military man. At the same time, Dr. C, who has a Haiti, is he a military man? He's not a military man. So this money was distributed in order to fight back the Ayana called APC that was bribing every media to destroy Jonathan's government during that period of time. And that's the result of what we have seen today. That's why immediately APC came, they were trying to pick on those people and use blackmail to destroy those people who were actually beneficiaries of that $2.1 billion. And Ruben Abati is among them. Oodua, who happens to be the MD or the owner of Arise TV, is part of them. We know Oodua is an Ajib man. All government in power, that is his main duty is to protect every government in power. We all know that within the media circle. He has been doing this for a very long time. He can never see anything wrong in any government. That's the reason why last time when Arionokaka granted an interview with Arise Television, they had to find a way to actually put Arionokaka in the dock by misquoting him with bad headlines. So it is business as usual for them. And this is the reason why up to today, Ruben Abati is very scared of being picked up because they've now got into a resolution whereby they said, okay, as long as you can protect us and make sure that what we are doing is what we are going to support, we won't harass you. Because Ruben Abati has questions to answer because both Ruben Abati, who gained so much from that particular dish out of $2.1 billion of PR for PDP, who owns Arise Television, and at the same time, even Dr. C, Raymond Dr. HIT, they were all given this money, and that was why even Metu happened to PR every media magnate and every public relations expert that were given that money did not even, including my brother FFK, they were all then being distributed across the year to go and use that money to turn around the image of PDP, which they refused to do. And that was the reason why they dragged Jonathan down. So, Ruben Abati is a traitor, he's a betrayer. What he is trying to do now is to please his masters in Aso Rock now, because he's still scared of being picked up, because they have created fights for every one of them, that whoever among them goes against this government is going to be picked up. But he is placing his masters in Aso Rock, and right now destroying his own people, his own root, his own blood in the southern part of Nigeria.
Okay.
Going through this bloodshed every day. So you can be surprised that Ruben Abati has actually and well,
Mr. Okuribido,
doesn't seem to care about it.
Mr. Okuribido, let's forget about Ruben Abati, and I will tell you the reason.
Understand why?
Yeah, I understand you, but as soon as I was told that this man is a doctor, I just say, why do I need to bother myself? These are people that went to school, they're supposed to read, they didn't read, so they're non-entity. So many of our professors are non-entities, so many of our doctors are non-entities, right? I'm not talking about the medical ones. All these other ones, all they do at university is to join kegite, drink, smoke, womanize, and find their way out of school.
Well, it's he writes very well, but the point is,
sometimes Uncle Fatai, wait. We could think it's a good journalist. We could assume it's a good journalist. And I will tell you why I said that. If we use our common sense these days, a professor will write to you, a Nigerian professor will write thesis for his boss to say there's somebody in Nigeria that live 150 years. The boss will said, no, it's not possible. But they wrote for us in the Bible that Methuselah lived so many years. You understand? They wrote in the Bible that Abraham lived 900 years. You understand? They wrote in the Bible that so many things, as long as what they were saying, what they were trying to write, places the better part of life is coming from this side of the world, is not a problem. But as soon as the better part of life is coming from us, then it's a lie. It's not possible. You understand? So that is why I said forget about all this. As soon as I realized the doctor or a professor, please, not all doctors and professors are shit, but so many of them are just there to just do the job, to pass and get these qualifications. Some of them even crime what they want to go and write. I have a friend, Kunle, I think we're not fair because Oman crime will go. He's a professor now, I think. And we know what it is all about. So that is why I want us to forget about Ruben Abati. Guys, don't let us waste our time on that. Let's go back to this Yoruba nation speaking with one voice. This is what I want us to turn our attention to. I hope you bear with me, Mr. Ogunibido. I hope you understand why I said let's forget about them now. Because it's just a waste of time talking about people that are not relevant. The man is not relevant. If he's relevant, he will make a good impact. He's a journalist. In the Western world, we've seen journalists using their pen, making a better difference in people's life. But our own journalists, sometimes, some of our own journalists, they use their pen to better their own personal life, not the masses' life. So what's the point in bothering about these people? Okay, let's go to this one now. Our Yoruba nation, our agitators, those of us who are agitating, those of us who are speaking, I think today I look at something and I look at myself, I said, are we not repeating, especially the media agitators, are we not repeating the problem of Nigeria within ourselves. In Nigeria, it is not who the best is that lead. And I think this is affecting the agitators as well. Everybody, whether you're supposed to be in front, or you're supposed to be in the middle, or you're supposed to be in the back, want to be in the front. And this is the problem with Nigerians. I've seen someone who is my staff come to me one day. I said, oh, we were driving together, we were in the car and we were driving, and was talking to somebody on the phone. I said, it's better to have your own company than to work for somebody. Are you with me, sir?
I'm listening.
Yeah. They said it's better to have your own company than work for somebody else. And I look at them and I say, really? Are you sure about that? Sometimes you are more useful in the company than having your own company, especially when you don't know how to do it fully. What's your take on this, sir?
Well, it is very true that if you have the know-how and you have the wherewithal to be able to organize yourself, you can as well spend your own time for yourself, and while using that time that you use for others to benefit your own life, and actually increase your own profile as somebody who has been a manager of men, and who has been able to actually take a decision that is impacting on the business life of the community that you find yourself. So it is not a very bad idea, but as soon as that particular advice is being taken overboard, maybe because of that advice given to you, you now want to betray, or you now want to find a way to destroy your boss who has actually made you, then it comes to a negative sort of move. But if there is cordial understanding between you and the person you are serving, definitely he can see the understanding that, okay, you are worth of so, and for that reason, if it's a well-meaning leader or well-meaning director or well-meaning manager of that company, it will give you a sort of inspiration to go and start yourself. And that reminds me of the history of King Sunny Ade. When he was young and looking for a life, he was just a very good admirer of music, and somewhere along the line he found his way to Baba Salah, and he joined Baba Salah's music troupe then, and they were together. So when Baba Salah now became a comedian and was having his comedy troupe, he was leading the music of that particular group. And one day Baba Salah just called King Sunny Ade. He said, Sunday, can I give you an advice? Please, can you go and form a band and let's see how that one goes for a period of time? And KSA said, really? Please go. He was a bit pessimistic that, how can I do this? But I said, no, go and do what I asked you to do. If you go to do it, if any problems comes within period of time and you know you can't move forward, come back. Nobody can occupy your space. But Abasala is a prophet. He's seen beyond King Sunny Ade. And that was how King Sunny Ade started his career. And in an interview, he said that the passion he had was, how can this happen? And he got some group of boys together. Getting those boys together, they were just practicing. And somebody who happens to be a very important personality was having a party. And a big musician was called to come and play on that party. And KSA, as a joker, just gather some tables together because he's been hearing about that person, and gather his boys together. And gathering those boys together, they were now doing some sort of just like boys playing. Eventually, within 2 hours of their presence on that venue, they realized that they were getting audience. And what is happening here? It really happened, not to waste our time, that the celebrant of that day was invited to that particular venue. And KSS said the money he collected on that day was that he could not sleep. So you can see that at times, if there is cordiality between your boss and you as an apprentice, I mean the prayer that is offered you will always be with you forever. So that's the reason why at times, as a leader, we have to be makers of people. We have to be makers of men, makers of industries. We should be inspiring people, allowing people to explore their own talent, so that during that period of time, because whatever happens, you that create people, you that make heroes, eventually when you look back in future, you'll be seeing that you are going to reap the benefit of what you have done. Let me stop there.
Okay, let's go back to church. There are so many churches in Nigeria today, even people that are not supposed to have a church. They have a church because as soon as they start speaking in tongues, they rebel against their pastor, and they go and establish their own. Will that not cause problem in Yoruba nation when we finally have it?
Oh, well, the point is, we are talking about a nation that's going to have a direction. We are talking about a nation that already is having the blueprint of how the nation is going to be handled. Because Awolowo's blueprint is there. Everything that Awolowo stands for, the documents, the package is there, and it is going to be followed step by step. So that the same narrative that is happening in Nigeria will happen in Yoruba nation. Let everybody forget about that. Because the first that's the foundation of that nation is going to be laid on the rule of law. People can opine any opinion. I mean, we know that immediately the nation starts by God's grace and it's going to happen, many are going to be carried away thinking that they are still in Nigeria. We can't rule that out. It's going to happen. Because before people will realize that, oh, it's a different nation, it might take another 2, 3, 4 years. When the rule of law takes shape and our police and our men are people with dignity in town. I remember in 1993 when we were having I'm almost forgetting now what was it tagged? What was it tagged? Election, the Abiola's election. What was it tagged?
June 12.
Op 93.
Op 93, yes.
Yeah, I happened to be representing the interest of Jofa Shanu during that period of time in meetings, because by John is an advent lover of Abiola, because Abiola discovered him, and he was called in to come and to be partakers of that the group then. And then I was representing Jofa Shanu in that group, so I will going back to him to relate to him what happened during the meeting, and so because I was then the secretary to Jofa Shanu, so immediately we get to the meeting. All the plans that are on ground will be relayed to many of us. Could you believe that Abiola was planning to make sure that the entire Nigerian policemen, those who are going to be less serving on the street, will be made of graduates? And the plan then was that they will not all the ratings, all the low officers are going to be retrained, and those who will not, those who may not be able to adjust, will be sent to go and join some farm settlements to be working there, so that they won't be losing their wages. So that the reformed plan then was that every policeman on the street of Nigeria will be having they have huge height, and they must be graduates. That was in the blueprint of how Abiola was going to handle Nigeria. So you can imagine if that had happened, it may take time before people will adjust, and that could have transformed the entire nation. Because what is destroying Nigeria today is the rule of law, which actually nobody is following. So if you really understand what we missed, because Abiola was brutally, finished or brutally killed, you'll be crying for Nigeria. So this is the spirit of Yoruba man who wants to rule Nigeria, and the spirit still lives among us. If not because of the deprivation and humiliation that they put us through, the punishment and the gradual death they've sentenced us to, the problem using the electricity as a weapon of mass destruction for us in Yoruba land, using lack of infrastructure development against us, even hunger, all sorts of things. If not for that, I am telling you, we have hundreds and hundreds of Awolowo's spirit on the street. We have hundreds and hundreds of Abiola's spirit on the street. Because it was only Abiola's body that died. It was only Awolowo's body that died. But the spirit of Yoruba people, that is meaning well for everybody that partakes within them, that spirit lives on the street in Nigeria. But these are glories that have been stepped down. These are glories that are being destroyed. So the spirit of Nigeria lives, of Yoruba nation lives forever, and nobody can destroy, nobody can kill it. This is the issue. We have Awolowo's on the street of Yoruba land today. We have Abiola's on the street of Yoruba land today. So many things that we are missing now because that nation hasn't come to be. And that nation, I can assure you, if it takes off today, is going to be the redeemer of the glory of the entire black race of the world. That is the reality. But people don't seem to really understand what we are going through. And I don't blame them. Because many of us, especially those who are under 50, they've never known joy in the country. They've never seen electricity. They've never known that governance is to serve people, and governance is to benefit the life of everybody and uplift their life and upgrade their level and encourage them and make sure that they empower them in every aspect of life. This is what a nation is meant to be. This is what leaders are meant to be. Not leaders having opportunity to lead and then embezzling the entire money, taking the money out. And when the nation takes place, you can imagine what will happen. So everything is going to naturally, all this corruption is going to face out naturally. People are asking questions. If Yoruba nation starts now, those who are going to rule us are not from Nigeria. But the fact remains that we have been made to be, we have been ruled as a sort of a nation in divide and rule, divide and conquer. So whereby they try to empower those who are weak among us and give them power. Our real genuine leaders who make way for us are being sidetracked, they are being frustrated, they are being deprived, they are being denied. So this is the reason why the real Yoruba spirit is not in action. Those who are in action are the Omelebis and the Omalebis. Those who don't think well of Nigeria, who think well of Yoruba nation, Yoruba race, but think only of themselves. So you cannot bundle everybody together and think that every Yoruba person you see is a bad person. No! Those who are dominating us, they know the best way to deal with us. And that is why, earlier on, you mentioned Ruben Abati, you mentioned FFK, you mentioned so many people who have betrayed Yoruba race, is because people, those who are our slave masters, who have enslaved us for 60 years, they understand what they are doing. They know them, they read us rightly. They know those whom they can approach, who can condescend to their move to step on us, to destroy us. So see what's happened recently, because we are complaining against the issue of all the Serikis, especially the power that is being given to Seriki in Lagos now, whose palace is more than 20 times that of
above Lagos.
What's happening now in the north? They are now putting together some Yorubas and say, okay, we are crowning them as some local Yorubas in Kano. So you can see, so they are using that now to balance it so that now they will use their stylish sort of blackmail to force everywhere all their Serikis on us, and then put power in them and use them to humiliate us again. So all these things are things that we can see with our naked eyes, because we are under divide and conquer, divide and rule. So they divide us, give power to our entities, and leave our genuine stars, leave them to waste on the street. And these are things, this is the destiny that we have to snatch back. And that's why we are begging everybody to jump on the train of Yoruba race and Yoruba
nation
self-examination agitation. It is not politics, it is reality. It is that the only way we can get ourselves out of enslavement, because we have been under enslavement for more than 60 years, when Nigeria has been existing officially as an independent nation.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, guys, I want to announce something later on in the program. Before I finish, I have a very good package I want to give you guys, so don't go away. Make sure you stay with me to the end of the program. Can I ask you one question? Quick question, straight answer. Do you think we can get out of Nigeria without a war?
It is very doubtful.
Thank you.
And let me explain to you.
No, don't explain. Don't explain. I'm gonna throw it open to the people in the house so that we can have a serious conversation, a serious adult conversation. We don't want to abuse anybody. We don't want to talk bad about anybody. But the way things are going, we want to analyze it. Can Yoruba nation get out of Nigeria without a war? The line is open. Please let me see your own opinion. Let's rub minds together and let's see whether the people leading us are leading us in the right direction or they're leading us to death. Thank you very much. I have my first caller now. please don't call the WhatsApp number for now. Go ahead. Your point, please. Yeah. Hello. Go ahead. Turn your system down and talk to me.
Oh yeah, I did already.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Can I speak in Yoruba?
So Yoruba, Agbo Yoruba dada, sir.
Nítorí yóò máa ń dùn láti sọ Yorùbá dáadáa. Òun ní tèmi máa ń dùn láti sọ Yorùbá. Èmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀ Ọlátúnjí lórúkọ èmi tí mò ń sọ̀rọ̀. Àwọn dáàdì ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan mo listen sáwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan sọ. Wọ́n make statement kan tí mo gbọ́ last pé bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ lè kú, Abíọ́lá lè kú, but spirit wọn kú, body wọn ló kú.
Yes.
Spirit wọn ó sì ń live ní orí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn. Ẹ̀ka kò ṣe Nàìjíríà ní spirit wọn ti ń live o. Orí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Mo gbọ́ speech bàbá Ayọ̀ Adébájọ. Bàbá yẹn wọ́n sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan. Bàbá yẹn wọ́n ní pé bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan láti nígbà tó lọ jáde. Ṣé nígbà tí wọ́n pàtó lọ jẹ́ lọ bí wọ́n jáde láti fi ọdẹ láti jẹ́ ọ̀sán ti pé orí òun rán àwọn sí Nàìjíríà. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lórí rán àwọn sí. That's a big word. Tí máa rántí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó máa ń catch me. It's just similar to nǹkan tí dáàdi wa ẹsẹ̀ sọ̀tọ̀ ń bẹ̀ yẹn sí yẹn. Ṣé àwọn politicians wa tó jẹ́ Yorùbá tó wà ní house yẹn? Wọ́n mọ̀ pé orí tó ń rán àwọn wá láti ọ̀run Yorùbá ló mọ̀ kò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Nàìjíríà o. Ó dìgbà tí àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ prominent and stakeholder Yorùbá tí wọ́n bá understand the word tí bàbá Awólọ́wọ̀ sọ láti yẹn pé orí òun rán yín sí Nàìjíríà because orí tó ṣẹ̀dá yín wá látọ̀run kò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Nàìjíríà Yorùbá ló mọ̀. Ó dàbí ẹni tó ń bí sí England tẹ́ pé English ló ń sọ ṣáà pé England ló bí sí English ló ń sọ so orí ẹ̀ tó rán wọn ó mọ̀ pé ilẹ̀ ibi tó ti ń sọ èdè òyìnbó ló ń bọ̀ so orí tó àwọn tó wá jẹ́ politicians so mo ń fi pé ó dìgbà tó bá understand wípé orí òun àwọn wá sí Nàìjíríà ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ló rán wọn sí àmì nǹkan tó lè mú wọn káwọn support wa láti lè gba nation wa nìyí. We need to get out of Nigeria. Kò lè máa wò báyìí. Wọ́n máa sọ pé ó máa da lọ́dún wo ló fẹ́ da. Àwa tán bí ní 80s gan. Ok, ìgbà tán bí wa ní 80s, I was born in 82. Àtìgbà yẹn wọ́n máa ń sọ pé pé ní 1970s ó dá gan. Ní 60s ó dá gan. Ìgbà tán bí àwọn ní 80s yẹn, àwọn bàbá tó sọ fún ẹ pé ayé ti bàjẹ́. Ìgbà tó lè bí àwọn ní 80s yẹn, àwa sì ná 10 kọ́bọ̀, àwa sì ná 5 kọ́bọ̀. Ṣé máa ń lọ sí primary school ńgbà yẹn as at 89, 5 naira, wọ́n máa ń gbé mi lọ sí school, wàá dá sí kọ́bọ̀. 3 naira máa dẹ̀ fi 2 kọ́bọ̀ máa ti fẹ́ kúrò àtẹ̀pà kò sí àwọn ọmọ tó ń tún sí wọn rí yẹn mọ́ ó wá láwọn àti ìgbà yẹn kò sí ìtàlẹ̀ point ìtàlẹ̀ náà sí pé òkè nǹkan tó da ní Nàìjíríà ó kàn ń bàjẹ́ sí i so in this case we need to get out of this contraption.
Okay.
ẹ sà gbogbo ipá tẹ bá lè sà àwọn dájú ni mo ń bá wí gbogbo ipá tẹ bá lè sà because àwa táwa ń bí mọ sí inú ìlú ìbáyìí sìn yìí àwọn ọmọ wa kí la fẹ́ we don't belong here we belong to that place so àwa kò lè lajú wa kí ibẹ̀ wa bàjẹ́ ibi báyìí ọkàn lè bí wọ́n sí báyìí no they don't belong èmi máa ń sọ fún àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi pé the colour of your skin determine where you belong to. It's not by paper. A human being, like me and you, design a paperwork that if you were born here, you are a citizen of this place. But ibi tí kọ́lọ̀ tó bá gbé wá láti ọ̀run tó gbé wá sí ayé, òun ló determine ibi tó belong sí. Kò ṣe paper kọ̀ọ̀kan tí èèyàn kan kọ fún ẹ. Èèyàn ẹlẹ́ran ara bíi tèmi àti ẹ ló kọ paper ló sọ pé okay, I was born in the United States there, I'm a citizen. No, if you have a black skin in your colour, you belong to ilẹ̀ aláwọ̀ dúdú. Ọkọ̀ kọ̀wé fún ẹ pépà pé wọ́n bí ẹ sí ìbáyìí ni. So dáàdi ẹ gbogbo ipá tó bá lè sà àwa náà gbogbo àwọn nǹkan táwọn náà lè ṣe àwọn Koiki à ń kọ́lẹ́tì wọn à ń bá wọn ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tó ń lọ mẹ́rin làwa náà mọ̀ pa ẹ̀. Nǹkan táwọn náà bá lè support wọn support wọn. So gbogbo ipá tó bá lè sà dáàdi a ní láti get out of this contraction between now and ìgbà tó bá máa ṣẹlẹ̀.
ẹ ṣe sá ẹ ṣe mo dúpẹ́ thank you very much sir the next caller ẹgbọ́n sókè ti wà lórí kan náà hello bàbá wa hold on because mi gbọ́ yín dáadáa mẹ́ẹ̀ hold on kí n transfer yín sórí nọ́mbà mi hold on sir transfer line transfer. No, sorry. Hello, hold on, sir. And to wà lórí more and to call landline here. Hold on, sir. ó dà pé nọ́mbà méjì ló wà on nàbí. That number needs to wait as well. That caller needs to wait as well. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n dí pẹ̀lẹ́ tó wà lórí bíbá iná because wọ́n ti pè ṣáájú 370. Ẹgbọ́n sókè American caller. No, ẹ̀yin kọ́ mọ́ mi wá o. Ọkùnrin.
Ṣé mi nìyẹn?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà. No, 370. Hold on 1 second. Ayọ̀, ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Okay, ẹ ṣe gan.
Yes sir.
Ẹ béèrè question kan sí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Ẹni ṣé a lè kúrò láì máa jà ogun?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Tàbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Lọ́dọ̀ tèmi èmi bí mi gbà lè ṣe.
Okay, mi fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣàlàyé lórí ẹ̀ nísìn. Mi ti fẹ́ kẹ́ ṣàlàyé lórí ẹ̀ nísìn. The reason I don't want you to explain nísìn ni pé mo fẹ́ sample people's opinion from right and left and then we take it whether we're going to go into the in total of it. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to expose some few things I don't want to expose. So thank you very much, sir. Ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Ẹni nọ́mbà mi lọ́wọ́ ẹgbẹ́ lè pè mí padà.
Okay.
Mi fẹ́ fún yín ní details account mi kẹsàn-án mi lọ́wọ́n tí ṣẹ̀fẹ̀jọ.
Okay. Ẹ mọ kọ́tà lè ṣe fún mi sà. Ẹ jọ mo fi ọ̀nà Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ yín. Nọ́mbà tẹ́ fi pè mí ó wà lórí WhatsApp. Ẹ kàn send lórí WhatsApp yẹn. Ẹ má sọ stories bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan t-shirt sínú ẹ̀. Then I can get someone to call you back or call you back myself.
Okay.
So yẹn sà. Ẹ ṣe sà. Ẹ ṣe mo dúpẹ́ o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà. The person calling from England 370 ẹgbọ́n sókè ti wà lórí kan náà.
Yeah, hello.
Hello sir.
Yeah. I'm not a Yoruba person. My name is James. I always watch your program.
Okay, please speak English, sir. Speak English. We can hear you.
Yeah, the question you asked about if we can live, if any part of Nigeria can live without a war.
Yes, sir.
Is very, very possible.
Okay.
The only thing is that these people that are ruling have benefited so much to the point that it becomes a way of life for them that they feel threatened by any attempt to go separate ways. For example, me I live in Europe here.
Yes, sir.
Nobody asks me if I'm Nigerian or not. Are you qualified for a job? They give you a job. You don't get that in Nigeria. And these people that have benefited from that system of whereby you need to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody before you can even get into the system, are afraid of the people going their separate ways. Because in the midst of the confusion, they've benefited so much.
Okay.
And they are scared. And we need to get to a point where I'm happy with what you're doing, the t-shirt and everything. I've got a t-shirt.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I ordered it.
Thank you.
I'm not a Yoruba person, like I said, but I like the idea of the identity. When you start giving people identity, the Scottish have identity, the Cornwall in the UK have identity, the Wales have identity. Once you have an identity, it's something you can die for. It's something that is not physical.
Yeah.
I don't mind when going their separate way within the same Nigeria and say, okay, we have an agreement. After all, the English left the European Union and they are still supplying their vaccine. Why can't we do the same?
Okay, let me stop you there for now because of the amount of call coming in. I really appreciate you, sir, and I love you for your contribution, and I want you to keep in touch with me, sir. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go to America quickly. I think I lost the lady, so let me go to this uncle from 34 plus 34. It was okay. Plus 34. Ekale Babawa. Yes. Yes, sir. Ami Ashed Mari.
Contribution tèmi ni pé mo kàn fẹ́ ká wo ibi kọ́kọ́ àpẹẹrẹ kan tèmi kàn rí ní orí àwọn alágbára wa, àwọn olóṣèlú wa àti gbogbo ẹ̀. Mo fẹ́ ẹni tó bá watch ní ìjẹta sí àná. Meanwhile, Tinubu was about to collapse in Kaduna or in Katsina or wherever he has went to. That's a lot of time. He almost collapsed. That same time, our scholars called for the leader of New Yoruba Nation Independence, Chief Sunday Igboho. So bí mo bóyá àwọn olóyè eléwo àárín yẹn ìṣubú wọn ti ń dé wọn máa ṣubú ni. dáàdi wa mo fẹ́ sọ fún yín pé I have positive idea pé Oodua a lè gbà without any war.
Okay.
Without any war.
You give me your idea first, yeah?
Okay, sir. Tí Spain bí ilé mi wà ní Spain. Àwọn Catalan, àwọn tó ń block Catalan tí ò jẹ́ kó go out of Spain, àwọn ní European Union. Tí o bá ṣe pé European Union sọ wípé àwọn ò fẹ́ kí any place ó yapa kúrò nínú country kan tó ti wà, Catalan ti máa lọ tipẹ́tipẹ́. Bàbá mi ní àwọn èèyàn kan máa ń bi mí, mo ti bá àwọn èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ dáadáa. Wọ́n ní a lè gba kinní kan, a lè gbàgbá kan, wọ́n ti ń béèrè restructuring, wọn ò fún wọn. Mo ní ìgbà tá a ti béèrè restructuring tán fún wa. Àwọn dáàdi wa, àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re wọ́n ti sọ pé no more restructuring. Bàbá mi ẹ̀kọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan lẹ̀, gbogbo èyí táwọn ọmọ Fúlàní ṣe yẹn wọ́n sì máa pè wá sórí tébù tó máa negotiate pẹ̀lú wa. Ìdí rèé, ìgbà tí wọ́n sọ fún wọn mo ní Oodua tá a béèrè yẹn wọ́n máa fi ìtùnú náà máa fi fún wa ní regional tó bá yá. Bàbá mi yẹn lọ kọ́lẹ̀ tá a bá gba regional yẹn is a positive way fún wa láti go ahead. Mo fẹ́ sọ example.
Okay, no, mi fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ example yẹn for now. Bàbá wa, mi fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ example yẹn. Keep example yẹn not for now. No, ẹ má ti ju ẹ nísìnyí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣetán kẹ́ wá sọ example yẹn fún mi privately or in a bit. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Alàgbà 3+R Nigeria ẹgbọ́n sókè ẹ̀ ti wà lórí kan náà. Hello, sir. Ẹ kálẹ́, sir.
Ẹ kú ètò yìí ni.
Yes, sir.
Ṣé rí ẹnì kọ́là kan pè kí n kọ́kọ́ fèsì sí question ọ̀rọ̀ tí wọ́n sọ. Many things ló wà tó jẹ́ pé ó lè work ní ìlú òyìnbó but in African countries kò lè work rárá because we are black. Ọlọ́run dá wa yàtọ̀ sí funfun.
Yes.
Now ọ̀rọ̀ wípé Yorùbá tó máa ń pa òwe kan wọ́n máa ń sọ wípé bóyá òwe ni bóyá àṣàmọ̀ ni I don't know but wọ́n máa ń sọ wípé ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ogun lèèyàn máa ń mọ̀ èèyàn ò kì í mọ ìparí ẹ̀. Ṣé rí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn is not 100% correct.
Yes.
The reason wípé is just 50-50.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
It's not 100% correct. The reason ni pé ogun téèyàn bá plan dáadáa.
Yes.
Tó wà strategically planned. Èèyàn máa mọ ibi tí ó yẹ kó takú. Then ó wá máa wà very very logical and strategic. Láti ṣe kíni láti deal precisely pẹ̀lú àwọn tó jẹ́ direct enemies. Now ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ olólógun táwọn èèyàn ń sọ ní Nàìjíríà nípa agitation yìí tán máa tán sọ tán fi ń scare àwọn èèyàn. Ogun tó le jù láti jà ní gbogbo àgbáyé pátápátá òun náà ni ogun ẹ̀sìn. Ogun ẹ̀sìn. Ṣé o rí ogun ẹ̀sìn ó lágbára? Kò sí orílẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀dé tẹ́ẹ̀ní ti bá mùsùlùmí ẹyọ kan, kò sí orílẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀dé tẹ́ẹ̀ní ti bá oníṣẹ̀ṣe kan, kò síbi tẹ́ẹ̀ní ti bá kírísítẹ́nì. So oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀sìn ló pọ̀ yàrá tábẹ́ oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀sìn. So ogun tó lágbára jù láti jà òun nìyí. Now ọ̀rọ̀ agitation Yorùbá ní ṣàtàwọn sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ yìí. A fẹ́ gbára wa sílẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ àwọn amúnisìn lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn burúkú òun ni àwọn wá ń play game ẹ̀sìn and that's why they are taking it back láti lọ ṣe tó lọ dá wá láti mú wá láti Ìlọrin again. Òun ni issue hijab ọ̀nà hijab tẹ́rí tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ recently yẹn. Now ṣé wá rí 50% 100% tí mo fi ní mi ò gba 100% pé ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ ogun lèèyàn máa ń rí kì í rí
ìparí ẹ̀.
Tí mo fi ní ìpínyìn kì í rí ìparí ẹ̀. Reason tí mo ṣe sọ nìyí, ogun tó wà ní Nàìjíríà sí ogun tí a gbọ́dọ̀ jà strategically ni. A lè gba freedom yẹn láì sí ogun yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
But nta ní láti ṣe ni pé ká wà logical and strategical ká dẹ̀ ṣe kíni kí a mọ ibi àwọn tí a fẹ́ dojú ogun kọ torí a ti mọ ọ̀tá wa. Wọ́n ní tí wọ́n tó máa ń sọ ọ̀rọ̀ kan wọ́n ní tọ́lọ́n bá fi ọ̀tá ẹni ọ̀yàn wọ́n ní kò lè pààyàn mọ́. Irọ́ ni. Ọlọ́run tó fi yàn ó fẹ́ kéèyàn múra sílẹ̀ ni. Téèyàn ò bá múra ọ̀tá tó mọ̀ yẹn tọ́lọ́n ti fi yàn ó bí máa pààyàn téèyàn ò bá múra.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
So èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ múra. So mi ò believe 10% pé a lè gba freedom yẹn without wípé kí àwọn kan kí wọ́n má jàsẹ̀. Àwọn kan gbọ́dọ̀ jàsẹ̀. Lóòótọ́ wọ́n ní tí ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ bá ń jìyà olódodo á fara pẹ́ níbẹ̀. Nta wa ní láti ṣe ni pé a ti mọ ọ̀tá wa. Àwọn olódodo tó bá máa fara pẹ́ níbẹ̀ òun náà ni kí ká bẹ lọ́hùn fún kí wọ́n máa pọ̀. Kò dẹ̀ lè jádùúrà nìkan. A gbọ́dọ̀ wà very very strategic.
A gbọ́dọ̀ gbé ìgbésẹ̀ lórí ẹ̀.
Ká dẹ̀ gbé ìgbésẹ̀ ká gbé lórí ẹ̀.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go to my brother or sister 786. 786. Unfortunately, somebody has called to disturb that number. 786. Everyone's okay. 786 from England. The person from America, hold on. Yeah, go ahead, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, my own contribution is this: is of two parts. Number one,
yes,
the issue Baba Tinubu, the election caused division now in our Yoruba. But one important thing to note is the
Uncle me, eti gbagi o. My question is this.
No, I know your question. I'm coming back there. I'm just showing you two things here.
Okay.
I'll make it brief.
Okay.
Mr. Barrow back on what way today is the day I'm going to see at the job.
Ben.
But what I am on
Okuni.
Me see, Tinubu ti lọ sí nothing see. Mo ní tó máa ṣe yẹn. So ìyẹn ọwọ́ kan. But kò ṣe àṣẹ mọ̀ tí àmọ́ bọ́lá ṣe máa sọ̀rọ̀ tiẹ̀ but ó lè pa àwa Yorùbá ní ìmọ̀ ìṣọ̀kan láti tẹ̀síwájú. Now, the issue is Ogunleja. The chances made on
hold on, sir. Hold on.
Is very, very slim.
Yes.
Analysis.
No, me feke fún an analysis there too much on the line. Oh, boy, listen briefly. Okay.
True. But ṣe ni pé bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣe rí àwọn ará àwọn tó ń rò wá ń sìn àwọn ìlú tó ń rò wá population wọn wà limited ẹ̀rù dẹ̀ ń bá wọn. So àwọn western powers ló máa wà ní role. Again, tẹ bá rántí Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ò lè yọjú lóòótọ́ pé àpò nílùú wọn mi báyìí tó bá yọjú ọmọ dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ nílùú wọn. Ó dà pé wọ́n lọ pe àbúrò wọn Faransé. Àwọn yẹn tí dẹ̀ fáwọn yẹn tẹ bá wo history wọn àwọn ló dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ Libya, Burkina Faso, Mali. So America sọ fún wa sí pé ISIS ń bọ̀ ní South o. It's not an accident. Wọ́n ṣe rẹ̀ ní Syria torí nǹkan tó wà ní ilẹ̀ wa ni a ní gas tó pọ̀ àwọn dẹ̀ ní ìdẹ̀ Russia ò dẹ̀ kí fún wọn àti fẹ́ kí Russia máa supply wọn. So tẹ́bárí construction gas wa ó ń lọ láti Nigeria lọ all the way to Tunisia àbí Algeria Tunisia also láti link Europe ni that's the strategy. Yes. So kò tí bá ṣe máa ṣe wọ́n máa da ISIS lò wá ní wọ́n máa mú ìṣe pé àní lójú rúùtù ara wa wọ́n á máa gbé nǹkan
gbẹ̀yìn wa lọ.
ẹ
ṣe gan mo dúpẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká fi mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn sà ẹ jẹ́ ká fi mọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ṣe gbọ́ ẹ ṣe sà mo dúpẹ́ gan sà +61 ọ̀nkú mi ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè sà. Hello sà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè sà. Hello sà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè ẹ má gbọ́ látòrí system yìí mọ́ ẹ má gbọ́ látọ̀dọ̀ mi bí báyìí.
Okay. Ẹ kálẹ́ sá o.
Ẹ kálẹ́ bàbá wa.
Okay. Olúṣẹ́gun pẹ̀lú ọlá lórúkọ tèmi o.
Yes sir.
Mo ń pè láti UK.
Yes sir.
Ó dùn mí pé jẹ́ kí n tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ mi mọ̀ bí tẹ́ ẹ bá dé but mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún gbèsè ayé yín fún iṣẹ́ takuntakun tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe. Mo sì ní ìgbàgbọ́ nínú Ọlọ́run pé a ó de ilẹ̀ lérí yẹn lórúkọ Jésù.
àmì ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ Èdùmàrè.
mo fẹ́ sọ fún pé ẹ tẹ̀síwájú ẹ má jẹ́ kẹ́rù bá wa ẹ má jẹ́ káyà fò wá akíkanjú ni wá. mo dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ mo gbádùn ọ̀rọ̀ tí alàgbàtẹ́ gbé wá ìsọ lónìí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
mo dẹ̀ gbádùn ètò ìsófà bí tẹ́ ẹ bá dé pé ká má lọ jìnnà lórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀sọ́ láńgbèjì kan àwọn elébi abẹ́lẹ́ mi ò rántí nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ sọ bọ́ọ̀mù àlè bọ́ọ̀mù pé ká má lọ jìnnà lórí yẹn ká má waste time. ṣẹ́rí bákan méjì ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí olóòtú ṣe sọ pé ó wà dáàtú bóyá a máa jagun àbá ní jagun. ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá máa jagun Kristi ní balógun wa.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
bit of Yorùbá tó wà ní Odùduwà nation wa tó wà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn yóò gbé wa lẹ́yìn.
àmì àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
This is not the first time tí Yorùbá máa jagun máa jẹ́ togun-togun. ẹ jẹ́ ká soft order fúnra wa ogun ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ fúnra nílẹ̀ Yorùbá náà.
ẹ ṣe sà ibi tí mò ń lọ gangan nìyẹn sà ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi ilẹ̀ kẹ́ máa lọ ẹ ṣe gan ni mo dúpẹ́ fún point ẹ make yẹn I really appreciate you ṣe gbọ́ sà ẹ bá mi dá sí ẹ má jìnnà sí mi sà ọ ṣe gbọ́ sà ẹ ṣe sà. láti Amẹ́ríkà ẹgbọ́n sókè ẹ ti wà lórí kan náà ẹgbọ́n sókè ẹ ti wà lórí kan náà.
ẹ ṣe olóòtú ẹ̀ka ẹ̀kú ọ̀nà
ẹ̀kú ọ̀nà mà
ẹ̀kú ọ̀nà olóòtú
ẹ̀kú ọ̀nà mà àmì
ṣe ìṣe náà ọlọ́run àbáwọ̀ àpàdé ẹ̀ láyọ̀ àtàlà.
àmì.
èmi ká.
ẹ̀yin ni à ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ mọ́mí wa ti lọ wọn mọ̀ pé àwọn ni mò ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ok wọ́n máa pè padà mo sure wọ́n máa pè padà because ọ̀dà ìpọ́n ní very very valid point. Uncle Fatai Ogunribido, where we're going is that the war has already started. And the gentleman has actually break the ice. Ẹ jẹ́ ká padà sọ́dọ̀ mọ́mí wa ó ti padà dé again. Mọ́mí wa mo ti wà pẹ̀lú yín pẹ̀lú gbogbo ara mo fi wà pẹ̀lú yín ẹgbọ́n sókè mà.
Sọ́dọ̀ ti tèlé ní kò máa bá wa ṣe à ń gbàdúrà nípa ẹ̀. Ẹ̀ka ní káwọn èèyàn wá tó máa wọ̀ orí à ń gbà lórí àdúrà ìṣẹ́gbá. Nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ gbogbo sí àtòrọ̀ àríwó máa dàrú. Ibẹ̀ yẹn nìkan wọ́n tún máa jagun. Ẹ̀yin ẹlọ́kọ́ sílẹ̀ o. Jẹ́ gbogbo àwọn pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ sí kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ́nà máa yọ̀wọ́. Àti ẹ̀mí ṣe kankan. Sẹ́nu pé arákùnrin Sunday yẹn ó ti fi ọlọ́run ṣáájú gbogbo tó ń ṣe. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká gbàdúrà lẹ́yìn àdìgbò kò ní tó gbé rárá bí ọlọ́run ṣe máa bá wa ṣe tí mo fẹ́ máa yọ ní ti eré ẹ̀ẹ́dì àwọn tó ti pa gbogbo àwọn yẹn tó gbé ọlọ́run àgbẹ̀ láti jẹ fún gbogbo nǹkan tó ń tẹ̀lé ẹ̀yẹ ọ̀pọ̀ tó gbé rárá tí yóò bá àwọn ọkùnrin rárá lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ti pàṣẹ tí gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n lè máa bá wa ṣe kọ́ ẹ̀ àti gbogbo àwọn blọ́gà wọ́n ní ọ̀gbẹ́ ìjọ ọlọ́run ti máa lọ kúrò àwọn ọlọ́sẹ̀ ó bàbá wọn wọ́n lè máa yọ wọ́n kúrò
àmì ẹ ṣé gan ni mọ́mí wa mo dúpẹ́ o God bless you ma thank you ma. ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó lágbára ni ṣùgbọ́n ká tó lọ bẹ̀ yẹn àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn pè mí tí mi ò rí gbé mo kọ́ máa bínú sí mi ọmọdé ni mi lè mẹ́kọ́ jẹ kó máa ra yàn lọ́wọ́ ọmọdé ò lè mẹ́kọ́ jẹ kó máa ra lọ́wọ́ ńgbà mí so wọ́n máa try láti fi orí jì mí ni nítorí pé and try láti make sure pé I satisfy as many people as possible sometimes it's possible sometimes it's not possible so ẹn tó wà lórí ìkànnà pẹ̀lú mi ok ẹ jẹ́ ká fa ilé ìjọ síta hello ẹn tó wà lórí ìkànnà ẹ ti wà lórí ìkànnà ẹ gbóhùn sókè. ẹn tó wà lórí ìkànnà pẹ̀lú mi 1283 ẹ gbóhùn sókè ẹ gbóhùn sókè.
Hello.
Hello sir ẹ yí sílẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín sir yín mo bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹ ẹ yí sílẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ yín kẹ́ mo gbọ́ ti yín sir.
1283.
Bàbá
ẹ kálẹ́ kú ètò.
ẹ kálẹ́ sir.
yẹ nǹkan kékeré ni mo kàn fẹ́ mú fàṣì fàyọ fún yín.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
ìkíní nǹkan mẹ́ta ló lágbára jù nínú ilé ayé yìí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sir.
ìkíní the law of any nation.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ìkejì the military. ẹ̀kẹta the will of people. The will of people is the one that cannot be defeated. The military can be defeated. The law can be changed.
Yes.
When the will of people rise up against the law, and when the will of people rise up against the military, they have to step back. When we are ready and the people's will, all those tools, we have to be scattered.
Benza.
So the point is, Kamaberu, Kamafoya, when the Yoruba said in one voice, say yes, enough, because we cannot be the most powerful and then end up be the most enslaved.
You cannot be the most powerful and end up being the most enslaved.
Yeah.
Babawa.
So when you split Nigeria into places, the Yorubas are the most populous ones.
Benza.
So that's just the point mo fẹ́ make.
Ẹ ṣé gan sa mo dúpẹ́ pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ yín fún bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bá mi ṣe very briefly yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n padà sí London 1903 ẹgbọ́n sókè ti wà lórí kan náà.
Ẹ kálẹ́ olóòtú.
Ẹ kálẹ́ mà.
Bíbélì ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta.
My sister ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta mà.
Yes, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun. Mo kàn fẹ́ kọ́ bí méjì kan ni mo kàn fẹ́ sọ. Number one, káwọn ènìyàn wa kan understand self-determination ní Yorùbá nation sọ páwọn fẹ́. Ìyẹn does not mean war. People it does not mean war, but like they are saying, probably it might lead to war with the resistance of our leaders.
Yes, sir.
But our self-determination, and it's so pathetic pé àwọn leaders wa tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ bíi Falana Jídé the leader Babajide Olajide, they were not listening to what Baba Akito was telling us, how he analyzed how we're going to go through these things. Wọ́n fi yẹn sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́, gbogbo wọn wá ń ṣe, wọ́n mọ̀ ni o, wọ́n mọ̀ kó má bàa kó lè rò pé ìjà wa is pé kò ní structure. Wọ́n wá ń lead, wọ́n wá ń dúró sórí ikọ̀ tí Sunday Igboho kọ̀ dìde, ó kọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pariwo. Níbo náà fi gbogbo structure tí bàbá Akíntóyè là sílẹ̀, níbo náà fi sí. So ìyẹn ni referendum tó dúdú ọ̀tẹ̀ tún sọ gan, àwọn èèyàn ò túmọ̀ ẹ̀. Nǹkan tó wáyé ká máa ṣe é sìn ní pé ká máa try láti sọ fún ọ pé referendum tí bàbá kọ́ lọ listen sí nǹkan tí bàbá yẹn sọ. How we are going to go about this thing. And the referendum they are talking about is not the government, it's the UN ló ń bọ̀ wá gbé fún wa. So everybody bá mọ̀ they will be prepared ká lè wá vote ní tọ́tọ́ bá ní ká wá. So àwọn yẹn wọ́n ń dà wá lédè rú. Tí wọn bá dà wá lédè rú ká dó lórí self determination that dem follow nǹkan tá à ń ṣe yẹn kì í ṣe pé kò ní sí pé ká gbèjà ara wa bí alàgbà tó lè gbòó ṣe gbèjà wa àbí káwa gbọ́n gbé ó máa wà pọ̀ kò wá ní wá pọ̀ so we can achieve this thing without war.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín mà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ sí Amẹ́ríkà ní pápápá. Àǹtí mi tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà àbí ọ̀nkú mi tó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà 1916 iye àtọ̀ bí bàbá mi nìyẹn ẹgbọ́n sókè. Hello sir, ẹgbọ́n sókè sir.
Okay, orúkọ tèmi ni Ọlájíire láti Georgia.
Ọlájíire láti Georgia.
Yes, yeah. My position is that he who wants peace,
yes,
must prepare for war.
Yes.
And there's no alternative to that. The only problem standing with our elites were both politicians, religious elite, and our traditional ruler.
Yes, sir.
They are not in sync with the masses of Yoruba.
Yeah.
And they are willing to put all of us on the boat. We as a people must, no choice, we must prepare for war. We are dealing with an enemy that doesn't care. Well, humanity, anybody. The Fulanis don't care. They will kill. If we are serious, we have to prepare. And that's mine. That's it.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate you. The new caller, you need to hold on a little bit for me. 7137 England. 7137 England. Everyone's okay. ẹ kálẹ́ bàbá wa.
ẹ kú àtàárọ̀.
Yes sir.
orúkọ mi ni dp Adégòkè.
A
ní láti kúrò ní Nàìjíríà o.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà. à ń gbọ́ yín sà.
ẹ kálẹ́ sà.
no ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi padà nínú kinní yẹn nìyẹn o ibi báyìí ni kẹ́tì máa orí fóònù gangan ni kẹ́tì máa gbọ́ mi. ok ẹni tó wà láti 5350 England ẹgbọ́n sókè ẹ ti wà lórí kan náà.
Okay. I can't live.
ẹ kálẹ́ sà.
Okay. Now, the consumer concept contribute is a very simple thing. Now, I mean, I'm fully in support of what is going on in terms of the Oodua nation.
Yes, sir.
But I see that we're not understanding that we are fighting a war, and when you fight those who are stronger than you in certain things, you also need to have some propaganda going on. Yes. We're doing it with our physical power and our spiritual power. That's good. But the white people, if we have to learn from them, anytime you are involved in a war that requires public support, you need to get the public on your side. In my own opinion, presently, it appears that not majority of Yorubas are involved in this war. And why? It appears that they don't know what they're going to benefit from it. Now, how do you make them know what they're going to benefit from it?
Yes, sir.
I think we need to start the propaganda, and that has to be a positive type of propaganda by showing them photographically what the new Yoruba nation will look like. So from your station, from other media channels, they need to have built something graphically for them to know in terms of education, in terms of road, in terms of wealth generation, in terms of healthcare, in all these things. They need to let them begin to have it in their mind that this is what you're going to get if you support it. And if we can get that public support, get at least 70-80% of people of Yoruba come on board, then it does not matter the might of the military. They can't kill everyone.
True.
It is, I don't see it as impossible to have 2-3 million Yorubas on the street demanding the release of their state from a state like Nigeria. They can't turn the 3 million people to go home. It's impossible. And I think that's what we need, and we're missing that at the moment.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your call, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. God bless you. I'm going. Thank you. I'm going to go to 8801. 8801 quickly. 8801. Everyone's okay to look on.
Hello, Ekalesa.
Ekale baba wa.
Yes, I'm open like Iceland. Orúkọ ni Remleku.
Thank you very much. Ọlọ́run á rẹ gbogbo alẹ́kùn ní ìlú ilẹ̀ Oòduà o.
Àmín sà. Ṣé rí mo follow tó dáadáa. Àwọn advice mo fẹ́ ká tẹ̀lé bí ẹ tó máa wúlò fún wa. Ṣé rí àwọn gómìnà tó bá ń ṣàfihàn báyìí ní Yorùbá land. Ká má ṣe ọ̀pọ̀ lórí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ because wọ́n lè ever ìpinnu kan bá wà lò. Ẹ̀nà àwọn bá wa náà tábà tí gbogbo àwọn kan náà ti ṣe sẹ́yìn nígbà táwọn tí ó wo ẹrú wà wọ́n ṣe tà wá fún àwọn òyìnbó àti gbogbo kan bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n bá ń sọ àwọn pé àwọn tẹ̀lé wa ẹ mẹ́tẹ̀ ká fi ọkàn ká má lu ọkàn lé wọn tó àwa yìí tó la mọ nígbà láti ń ta wá lẹ́sẹ̀ nǹkan tí mo wá ní pé àwọn kan tí àwọn bá sọ pé àwọn tẹ̀lé wa báyìí wọ́n fẹ́ máa ń gbọ́ òtítọ́ lẹ́nu wa láti fẹ́ mọ ibi tá à ń lọ ẹ rí pé àwọn mítì kan tó ń ṣe ní Ìbàdàn recently tẹ bá máa ráwọn ọba aláyé tó wà ń bẹ̀ kò àwọn ọba tó jẹ́ pé tó jẹ́ pé àwọn bíi villages king ló wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ lè ráwọn ọba tó lórúkọ tó wà ń bẹ̀ àwọn ọba tó dẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀ wọ́n sọ òtítọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ jẹ́ káwọn ibi tá à ń lọ tó pé ọba kan support wa kíní kan à ń tọ́ra wa ni àmọ́ ọlọ́run ti gbà fún wa ní because àwọn táwọn ní outside many people à ń ṣe lé abẹ́nú tí ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ń gbà fún wa láti mọ̀ pé yes kíní ọlọ́run máa approve ẹ̀ fún wa but àmọ́jà ká fi àwọn ọba
àwọn olóṣèlú yẹn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká mo tún kúrò ń bẹ̀ ká tẹ̀ má dé pa mẹ́lì ká má máa sọ lórí àwọn kan tó bá jẹ́ bí àṣírí báwo ẹ bá ti ń pè lọ́wọ́ wa ká má dáhùn kẹ má kọ́ sí fún mi.
ẹ ṣe sà mo ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ sà ṣùgbọ́n àwọn kan máa ń wà lónìí wa tó máa ń complain. I think someone said this is why they don't like listening to my program because I always don't let people talk. Hold on, sir. Mo ti lose yín sá o. 8801 I've lost you. Ẹni tó wà lórí kan náà láti East London ẹgbọ́n sókè ẹ ti wà lórí kan náà.
Okay, sir. Ẹ ṣe àkúyà lóṣù.
Yes, sir.
Ẹ jọ.
Olóńtò hold on.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ti ń ṣe program yìí sà ẹ jẹ́ ká máa try láti educate àwọn viewers wa wípé ká kọ́ understand pé self determination kí ni ìyàtọ̀ tó wà nínú self determination àti secession because mo ti máa ń gbọ́ different opinion lẹ́nu àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé ṣe mọ̀ kí ni ìyàtọ̀ tó wà nínú self determination àti secession èyí tó dẹ̀ possible nínú ẹ̀pẹ́ and for you. Secondly òun ni wípé ẹjọ́ kí ni lórí effort bàbá wa
Banji Akitoye
Professor Banji Akitoye the next step lórí effort wọn ṣé wọ́n sọ pé the next step will be referendum and then question mi lórí referendum ni wípé since kò sí nínú Nigerian constitution rárá ṣé by international law ṣé UN ni ó máa wá conduct ìgbìyànjú àti wípé déètì tá a dúró online fọlọ́yìn Yorùbá ti fix date June 12 fún referendum ṣé àtọ̀dọ̀ UN ní déètì yẹn ti wà ní ìyẹn ní question tí mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀.
ok ẹ ṣe gan ni sà máa dá yín lóhùn kí n tó parí lórí ètò bọ̀ máa jẹ́ kẹ́ máa lọ ní ìsìn for now sir ṣe gbọ́ sir thank you very much sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I lost this uncle earlier on but I can't answer his call now because I think I have another caller in the queue on the same line which I need to put onto speaker. Olonto Egbonsoko ẹ wà lórí kan náà. Ẹ kálẹ́ bàbá wa.
Kí àlejò wa fún ìjókòó mo dẹ̀ kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe rí ọ̀rọ̀ òmìnira tá a fẹ́ gbà mo sọ kinní kan mo dẹ̀ ti máa ń sọ tipẹ́tipẹ́ tá a bá wo strategically nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí a rí mọ̀ pé òmìnira yẹn á ti gbà láwọ́ àwọn Fúlàní ẹ tí ò bá gbàgbọ́ kó wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí pẹ̀lú current situation media Nigerian media wọ́n ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀rù gan bá Fúlàní wọn ò lè dá sí anything ṣùgbọ́n tí kúlé ò bá pa ni tòde ò lè pààyàn àwọn Yorùbá ara wa ládìí láti convince báyìí nítorí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ti gbàbọ̀dì láti bí ẹ̀sìn láti bí politics àtàwọn ọba àti ìjòyè gbogbo wọn ti gbà àwọn ara wa la nídìí láti ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí because tí a bá rí 10% politician tó support kìíní tó lè jáde publicly lẹ́nu mo fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé kó tó di Friday next week gbogbo Hausa wọn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé conference ẹ jẹ́ kí tuntun sọ kí gómìnà mẹ́ta wọ́n jáde kan parapọ̀ wọ́n ṣe ṣe Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn kan sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu pé àwọn ò lọ́mọ kí sínétọ̀ bíi mẹ́ta kan jáde kí house of rep mẹ́ta kan jáde kan sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu tó bá fi dìbò yìí next week Hausa máa pe conference ọ̀rọ̀ ni mo bá yín sọ yìí ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tá ibi tí iṣẹ́ kù sí lọ́rọ̀ wa àwa ara wa tá a jẹ́ Yorùbá la ní láti bára wa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lápẹẹrẹ ni ò fẹ́ tọ̀rọ̀ ju ẹ wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́rọ̀ ti Biafra ṣe wọ́n pé ńgbà tó ń jáde ẹ wo bọ́ ṣe lọ́wọ́ àtàkì wọn mọ́bẹ̀ tó máa kú sójà ọlọ́bẹ̀ tó máa ṣe ẹ wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ rí wọn pé wọn yàtọ̀ sí àtẹ́ǹtì tó ń mèkì lọ́rọ̀ Ìgbòho ẹ̀rù gan bà wọn àti dédé wá arrest anybody ìbẹ̀lẹ̀ ti máa mọ̀ ìgbé tí kúlé ò bá pani tòde ò pani kò lè pani so kí la wá fẹ́ ṣe lọ́rọ̀ àwọn Yorùbá tí wọ́n ń gbàgbọ́ ìbéèrè tèmi nìyẹn kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀.
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ Ọlọ́run á bá mi dúró tì yín ojú òní tì yín bàbá mi tó wà lórí kan náà láti England 7769 ẹgbọ́n sókè tí wà lórí kan náà. ẹ kálẹ́ sà.
ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ò pọ̀ just like the one I said before the bá ń wá peace.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
múra ogun.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
agbára àti pẹ́lẹ́ nínú kínní ojú mi gbogbo àwọn Professor Akintoye àwọn awu nígbà yẹn University of Ife làwọn agbẹ́dàgbà ojú mi náà ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ Professor Aluko and all that. Now àti pẹ́ lẹ́nu àwa agbára ní ìlú orílẹ̀-èdè fi ń lo ayé gbogbo àwọn ìlú tá à ń gbọ́ ń sìn ṣe ẹgbúrò China 35 years ago ẹgbúrò wọn náà wọn lágbára US UK France àwọn alágbára ilé ayé ni amúra ogun nísìnyí ẹgbẹ́ ká constitute war council Yoruba nation war council ká máa ṣe yẹn àwọn tó ń ṣe referendum ká máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ but ká múra àwọn àkàrà olóró oríṣiríṣi àwọn nǹkan tá a máa iná fire ká gbé jáde ẹ wo nǹkan tí Fúlàní máa ṣe wọ́n máa bẹ̀yìn ní jagun yẹn wọ́n ní he who saves his soul loses his soul ó ti yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ he who saves his life loses his life the one that loses his life gains his life. So àmúra ogun ìyẹn ló máa yẹn náà pé balance of terror oníkálukú wá sí tébù àwa sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ilé ìta ṣe and waste time. This is like a good time to prepare ká wá bá ṣe máa gba orí owó ká ipò ká kó àwọn nǹkan kan strategize adé máa sọ yòókù nípa
ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ Ọlọ́run abá mi dúró tì yín call tí mo fẹ́ gbé mi ò lè rí gbé easily nítorí pé there is somebody else on that line but let me go to 707030 ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè tí wà lórí kan náà.
mo kí Sade ẹkú iṣẹ́.
Yes sir.
Olúwa wà pẹ̀lú wa mo kí bàbá wa náà yẹn wà lórí program lónìí.
mo ti gbóhùn yẹn.
Ọlọ́run ti mọ̀ pẹ́ fún wa o.
Àmín.
Pàtàkì tẹ̀mí rí ni pé nípa ọ̀rọ̀ pé ajagun àbí ajagun. Wọ́n ní àfẹ́sù nílùú baálẹ̀ ló ń tagbó ìyàwó baálẹ̀ ń ta ògógóró ọmọ baálẹ̀ gbowó oríta èṣù ti dé ogun ti dé.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Nítorí mu tí wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn wa mọ́lé àwọn èèyàn wa ti ń sáko òǹlù wọ́n ti ń lọ ọ̀lú mi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
ẹ̀mí ọmọdé tó ń pẹ̀lú ogun òtí ìbá ṣe yìí. So ẹ jẹ́ kí ọ̀nà tábà gbà ṣe ìlókù tá a bá là jagun afẹ́ káwọ́ sínú tí a ṣe kádẹ̀ pọ́lọ́ nǹkan lọ́wọ́ tọ́ wa sọ́nà tá a fi ní ìjà kò sẹ́ni tó fógun ṣùgbọ́n tó ti ń tẹ́ mi ti rí ńlẹ̀ yìí ó ti jogun o. So Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú wa o Ọlọ́run fún wa ṣe o.
Àmì àṣẹ ìdùnnú ẹ ṣé gan ni mo dúpẹ́ o ẹn tó wà lórí 8721 ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè. Hello bàbá wa ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè sà.
Yes, àti US mo ṣe pé orúkọ mi ni Yomi Abáyọ̀mí Àgbọ̀sọ láti New Jersey.
Okay.
A ti ń fọ́lọ̀ gbogbo ètò ní adẹ̀nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí.
Ẹ ṣé sà.
Àwọn nǹkan kan ní kò fẹ́ pé àkíyèsí ń fi.
Yes sir.
Nítorí iṣẹ́ tí rí gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà sí ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Ó ní ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run nínú. Now the so-called northerners wọn kì í ṣe northerners àtijọ́ mọ́ àwọn northerners tí ẹni tó ti di nǹkan tí àwọn jẹ́ they are no longer the same because wò wọ́n sì ní there is too much problem in their domain so this is the best time this is the best time to go on our way in peace so that is just my contribution.
Yes sir. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o Ọlọ́run á dúró tì yín 1826 ẹgbọ́n sókè tí wà lórí kan náà. 1826 hold on 1 second Uncle Ayo hold on no 1826 ẹgbọ́n sókè.
Hello.
1826 ẹgbọ́n sókè. Ẹ̀yin ni sà ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ṣe lọ.
Yes sir. Okay. Mo kàn fẹ́ contribute sí nǹkan tí mo ń gbọ́ nìyẹn because mo wà lamẹ́ríkà presently mo send message sí company Oodua aṣọ pé Ọ̀yọ́ state.
Yes.
But by next week máa wà padà ní Nigeria ṣá. Anyway, for the sake of our discussion to go on, yes sir, I was privileged to be among the Nigerian soldiers near Komo, ní Sierra Leone and Liberia.
Yes.
You know, and I want to buy the idea of my brother that said it is a revolution before separation. Separate meeting. There's some bastard among the Igbos. There's some bad head among the Yorubas. There's some bad head even in the north. You understand?
So war cannot always be. Yeah, we are fighting war. Everybody is aware of it. But presently, I want us to cast our mind back to Kotoshele during the time of Jonathan. See, scandal with Rishaja for the current president. Coordination, this and that. And these people want open border in the north. Countable number of sophisticated weapons.
Yes.
What do we have? Say àwọn àkàrà ogun àbí àwọn ayẹta ló máa dúró de bazooka ni. There are a lot of homework I need láti ṣe kó tó di pa mama clamor fún war. You guys in the social media, I know probably you have access to Shore or my brother Koiki and all of them. They should not, even this man, this my brother Toa in Scotland, Mayegun political or whatever. Yes. So you guys should try, and I listened to his conversation, his interview with Shore, was it yesterday or today? Or something. Our any power no social media strategy was number one, could work, could be because people got a separate lane. I want bad hair to us. Shebi Obasanjo is our father now. He was there for how many years? Did he do anything? Nothing. The most educated president among Nigerian history. I'm a young man of Kino Kurukwe. Good luck, Jonathan. Show she anything. Only get rid of those people. Bashiranshi, all these you people, Koiki, Mayegun, all of them. Yes, Antimori, all of them. You guys are doing excellently good. But come on, advertise war number. I was with the Nigerian soldier. I wasn't an army, but I was privileged to work with these people for 13 months in Liberia during the war. Thank God for Obasanjo. I will use thank God for Obasanjo. Thank God for Babangida at that time for their play. The role they played during the wartime in Liberia. Yes. I spent 17 months in Liberia. I spent some few months in Sierra Leone. I don't want to experience shorthand and this bastard idiot only Fulani. They don't have mind. They can do and undo. So that's my own contribution.
I really appreciate you. And Towa Lori landline, Uncle Wayo, and make it very briefly because I'm going to be rounding up soon. Uncle Wayo, bye bye.
Governor will make up Southwest, yeah. People come together, okay now.
Uncle me, I think I know where you want to go with that. But let me explain this one so that I can start rounding things up bit by bit. I'm going to explain this to everybody so that everybody knows exactly. If we talk about the governors, they're not going to do anything for you. And I will tell you the reason straight away. The governor that spent 500 million naira to fight election in 2019, he hasn't even made 200 million back from that. How can he lose 300 million because of our agitation?
No. Of course,
let's talk realistically. I'm going to give you a lot of insight to what is going on. That is why I didn't want you to say, because I think I know you personally. You and me were friends. I have your number saved on my phone. So you are not new to me. I want to thank you for that contribution, sir. But keep in touch offline as well sometimes, sir. Keep in line offline. Keep in touch offline. I'm going to go to the gentleman from Toronto. Go ahead. Logo.
Yeah, I'm Chris Akingbade from Toronto.
My brother, I know you personally as well. Okay.
Ṣẹ́rí ọ̀rọ̀ Nàìjíríà nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé a kàn dẹ́rù bara wa ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
A nígbà tí dẹ́rù bara wa. À ń retí pé àwọn kan ní ẹnu Yorùbá ọ̀pọ̀ ẹnu Igbo òkú. Kò sí anywhere tí ilé ó wọ̀ tí ẹnu gbogbo èèyàn ti kò. Kò sí anywhere. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé tí a bá fẹ́ nǹkan tí àwọn aráàlú bá fẹ́ nǹkan. Ṣẹ́rí àwọn díẹ̀ tó wà active yẹn tí wọ́n bá lè ṣe tí wọ́n fi 100% ọkàn wọn àti gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe ó máa ń bọ́ sí. Ìgbà táwọn Israẹli fẹ́ kúrò lóko ẹrú Moses nìkan lọ́lọ́run bá sọ̀rọ̀ pé kó lọ gbé wọn kúrò ńbẹ̀.
àwọn yòókù takò pé ibi tá a ti ń rí onion tá a ti ń rí cucumber jẹ ó fẹ́ pé wá kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n bàjẹ́ but because ó wà determined ó rí àwọn elders kan mọ́ra wọn ṣeṣẹ́ yẹn ṣe rí ní bó ṣe wà á nídà àwọn governors yẹn yes agbára wà lọ́wọ́ wọn owó wà lọ́wọ́ wọn á nídà àwọn politicians yẹn tí wọ́n bá ti torí wọn lè cooperate pẹ̀lú wa reason ni pé ìjẹkújẹ tí wọ́n ń jẹ ẹ lè expect senator tó ń gbọ́wọ́ constituency tí òfin jíṣẹ́ kó wá support pé Yorùbá ń lọ ẹ lè expect governor tó jẹ́ pé ó ń gba security vote tí ó ṣe tó challenge ẹ̀ kó support no ṣe rí àwa aráàlú tó ń jà yẹn àwa la nídà ti fi gbogbo ọkàn wa ṣe ibi tá a bá ti ṣe tó bá ti pẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn leaders wa tó láyà díẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe Bàbá Akíntóyè a máa gba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí kò sí nǹkan tẹ́nìkan fẹ́ ṣe ó kàn lè pẹ́ níbẹ̀ tá a gbà a kàn láti wà consistent yẹn ní contribution tèmi ẹ ṣe gan ni.
Thank you very much, Uncle Chris. I really appreciate that. There's a gentleman that has been calling, but I keep missing their call. But let me go to 8224 first before I go back to Uncle Fatai Ogunribido. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, 8224. 8224. Okay, let's take this fresh one. Go ahead, Etwa Lorikono. Hello. Go ahead, sir. Etwa Lorikono.
Okay, thank you very much. Abiola Babalola from.
Okay, Uncle Abiola Babalola. Go ahead, sir. Hold on. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a contribution to me. Ni wípé ó follow pẹ̀lú interview tí wọ́n ṣe pẹ̀lú Ọmọyẹlé Sowore.
Yes, sir.
And we appreciate if we can take that process. We can go kind of fún how do I put it?
Èyí system yìí sílẹ̀ torí pé èyí sílẹ̀ ló ṣe ń hó sà èyí kìíní tẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ gangan sílẹ̀ sà.
Okay. Hello?
Okay.
So it's better about all of revolution. Then we now, from there, we will now know if it will lead to war or not. Because to go to war, it costs a lot of money. This is what a lot of people don't know. It costs a lot of money. Go and find out all over the world. Those countries who go to war, they always have budgets. They always have budget before they go to war. And with these are things, so you think your plan select. You have to plan in case of emergency. Refugees, you have to think about that. You have to think about that. Think of in 1966 to 1970, again. But I know things are going to be very, very different now because it's a east, at the east, at the west, at the middle belt. So my advice is that we need to come together and plan this thing very well.
Okay. Yes, sir. We really appreciate it. And to Alori Kono 2495. Ebon's okay. Ben sir. Baba mi. Lembe mo wà pẹ̀lú yín gbogbo ara sir. Yeah, Ebon's okay. Mo wà pẹ̀lú yín gbogbo ara sir. Tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ lórí system yín tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ lọ́dọ̀ yín bẹ̀ yẹn ẹ ní gbọ́ mi dáadáa ẹ gbàgbé nǹkan tẹ́ ń gbọ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ lórí fóònù bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ yìí sir.
Okay, good. This is Dr. Lawyer Oyebode Adegbola Ọmọọba Olóró Olúfayọ.
Yes, sir.
100% I'm into this mission.
Okay.
But this is my own submission. Submission mi ni pé gbogbo àwọn jẹgudu jẹra ta ní Nàìjíríà tó lé gbogbo wa sí òkè òkun.
Yes, sir.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa identify one after the other. Ká dẹ̀ bá pè wọ́n sí pàdé one after the other. We will be able to capture the minds of most of them. Then secondly, can fortify our by what we call conscientizations, massive awareness of the rural setting so that they are aware of our goal and mission in case of referendum. Because we need election, we need them to sign some documents to go in line with the laws so that one side we are in line with the laws, the other side we are fortified and ready for what we call whatever will come in, both economically, both in terms of ammunition and otherwise.
Modupe, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Ento walati America, I believe America ni egbonsoketi wa lorikono, and this is going to be my last call today, unfortunately. Oh, I still have somebody from 3+43 that I need to speak to. Ento walati America, egbonsokeo.
Okay, hello sir.
Hello sir. And let me know.
Yeah. Thank
you very much.
So mo fẹ́ tàti ètò.
Ó yá ẹ ṣe power pasa àkàlì bá yín sọ̀rọ̀.
Torí ṣẹ́rí mi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan láti ìgbà tí mo ti wà láti kékeré mi ò gbàgbọ́ pé Nàìjíríà ìkan ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
And then the only way tèmi dẹ̀ rí pé a lè gbà tá a fi lè gba àdúrà ìpele mẹ́ta ni. So ìpele àkọ́kọ́ ni àwọn bàbá wa ti gbégbèsè tẹ̀lọ́ ń bá àwọn United Nations, African Union gbogbo wọn náà ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Kama continue pẹ̀lú yẹn. Ìpele kejì ó ní awareness ní àárín àwọn tó ń gbé ní Nàìjíríà. So ìpele kẹta ó ní ká máa prepare fún ogun.
Ẹ ṣé sà.
Torí tá a bá dá wà láyé lẹ̀ àwọn ìdájọ́ ní ṣe wọn ní fẹ́ dá sí ó dìbà tá a bá dá wà láyé lẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún nǹkan tẹ́ sọ yẹn, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ gangan lẹ́tí sọ yẹn, ẹ jẹ́ kí n fílẹ̀ kẹ́ máa lọ sókè lè tètè parí ẹ̀ ká lè round it up. Àǹtí mi tó wà àbúrò mi tó wà láti +43 ẹgbọ́n sókè ti wà lórí kan náà.
Ok, ẹ kú ètò.
Yes sir.
Nǹkan tẹ̀mí kan fẹ́ sọ ni pé kọ́là kan ti pè lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó ní pé ogun aláti prepare fún ogun aláti prepare fún gba irọ́ kò sógun kankan. Nation méjì ló fẹ́ bá Nàìjíríà jà, máa pè wọ́n ní Nàìjíríà. Àwọn kan tó náà ń pera wọn Nàìjíríà yẹn ìkan ni wọ́n. Two nation náà fẹ́ kúrò, àwọn kan ní irọ́. Kò sógun kan rárá, kò sógun kankan rárá. Ṣé àwọn Nàìjíríà tó yẹ pé nǹkan owó tó yẹ kó fi ra nǹkan ogun gan wọ́n ti kó gbogbo ẹ̀ jẹ. Ká má tanra wa jẹ. Nàìjíríà ò ní nǹkan ogun. Gbogbo àwọn plane tẹ́rí tó ń fò káàkiri yẹn kò sílẹ̀ tó lè fò ní 1 hour lójú òfurufú nu wọn. Kò sí. Gbogbo àwọn ìbọn tó kó jọ irọ́ ní gbogbo ẹ̀. Àwọn ìbọn tí ò wúlò ni. So gbogbo ilé tó sọ pé ogun yẹn kan mú ogun kúrò ń bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbogbo kíní yẹn ti ṣe. Kí n dárúkọ ká dárúkọ kó yẹra wa àwọn Ìgbò làwọn fẹ́ lọ Yorùbá làwọn fẹ́ lọ àwọn méjì báwo lèèyàn kan ṣe fẹ́ gbógun tàwọn méjì kò lè ṣeé ṣe ká má parọ́ fúnra wa jẹ kò lè ṣeé ṣe tó bá dójú ẹ̀ wọ́n máa sọ̀rẹ́ńdà ká má parọ́.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni sà, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín fún contribution yín yẹn, mo really appreciate ẹ̀ gan sà, mo dúpẹ́ gan ni sà, ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ Ọlọ́run á bá fún wa, ẹ ṣé gan ni sà. I'm going to go back to my guest for tonight, so that we can try and run this one up shortly. Uncle Fatai, your own take on this. Atigbo igba, atigbo osi, atigbo wa, atigbo yin, atigbo everybody's contribution. What is your take on this one, sir? Because you have a say before I round it up. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Eshigoni, thank you very much, Uncle Ade. Now, there are so many dimensions to the issue at hand. Number one, let us consider the international factor. The Fulanis are minute in number when it comes to population and the reach. One, we have to be asking ourselves, they are so limited in number. But why are they so powerful and they can hold on to power and hold on to ransom for this long? The reason is it's not far-fetched. Nigeria has been a scam right from the onset. It has been a business empire for the Europeans. And this is what has been operating for a very long time that many of us are really not aware of. So what is really happening is that everyone that is in power in Nigeria is a stooge for the Western world and most of the countries. Gbogbo wa la rí lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta interview kan tí bọ́bọ́ kan tó grant pẹ̀lú Al Jazeera ó sì jẹ́ pé Amẹ́ríkà ló gbé Buhari síbẹ̀ pé owó Amẹ́ríkà gbogbo náà fi gbé Buhari síbẹ̀ ẹni tí ò bá rí kíní yẹn àáwọ̀ ajáde àclear lórí heritage ó sọ specifically ni pé àwọn náà wà instrumental to bó ṣe dé ìjọba. So that reality is being forgotten by so many people, that we have to be tactical and we have to be strategic to be able to strike the right chord for Yoruba nation. The idea I have about it, I keep to myself, and the steps that we have to take, I keep to myself. But definitely there are people who are thinking along my side and they are making that move. So if we are thinking that Nigeria is real, and we are thinking that the war we are waging in Nigeria is a Fulani war, we are just deceiving ourselves. The only thing that is happening is that those in power are those that are being used as stooges. They are those that are being put there by the foreign powers that dominate Nigeria. So I won't deceive you. Everybody may not be aware of this point that I want to make. The northern elites who have held up to power for several years, they are scared. And the reason is because they know that the game is up for them. But wọ́n lọ ń sábà àwọn alágbára yín torí pé àwọn ló fún wọn síbẹ̀. Àwọn alágbára yín dẹ̀ ń fún wọn ní confidence pé ká má bẹ̀rù torí pé àwọn gangan ẹ jẹ́ ká bèrè lọ́wọ́ ara wa. Àwọn Fúlàní tí wọ́n fi tírélà kó wọlé tó máa sin bí ẹja sínú tírélà tó ń da tapolin ìbò tó ń penetrate gbogbo àwọn desert àti gbogbo àwọn bushes wa. Báwo ló ṣe jẹ́ wípé nígbà tó bá di ọjọ́ kejì wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ìbọn lọ́wọ́? These are people tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n á kó wọn wá ká fi Yorùbá sọ gbogbo ìyẹn nígbà tó bá kó wọn wá tó bá láàrin òru náà wá fi helicopter já o àbí ẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé àwọn náà ṣe ń jẹun báwọn náà ṣe ń mu ni tó bá di ní òru wọ́n á fi helicopter wọ́n á fi já oúnjẹ fún wọn wọ́n á fi helicopter wọ́n á fi já ammunitions fún wọn tó ń gbé káàkiri. So the one we are fighting has to be strengthened. Tẹ́nìkan bá sọ pé Nàìjíríà ò tí ì sí nínú ogun á jẹ́ pé they are not realistic. We are already at war. And gbogbo adẹ ti gbọ́ àwọn interviews tó ti wà American security expert ló ti sẹ years ago wípé ogun bọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà pé ogun tó dẹ̀ máa jà Nàìjíríà ó máa wars ju Rwanda and Burundi lọ. So àwọn tó understand kìíní yìí, that is one of the reasons when we are talking we know what we are talking about, but majority of our people are completely ignorant. They just think everything is normal and they are living their life as normal as they can. And we are all sitting on a keg of gunpowder and we don't seem to understand it, which is very unfortunate. The Bible says that my people are perished due to lack of knowledge. We need to be educated, we need to be enlightened about all this. And that's the reason why at times we try extra length to allow our people to understand that things are not normal as people are thinking. People are in the bush. They are carrying AK-47, new AK-47. And we are hearing that the influx of Fulanis from Mali, Niger, from northern Cameroon, from Chad, they are penetrating us. We should understand that this is a people that are being brought into our territory by the foreigners, led by France. We've seen it. About 2 months ago, we had how France is now establishing or has opened a radio for the Fulanis in Nigeria. Doing what? So all these things that is happening is, whether we like it or not, ogun otide awalama prepare fún bá defend ara wa to get the right contact outside of Nigeria. Let's support to wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Nítorí pé ibi tá ti rí àwọn ibi tí ọmọdé máa ń bọ́ ọmọ bó ṣe ń kú lẹ́rù, ìyá àmọ́ bó ṣe ń sí. Strategy la wa need láti jẹ́ kí a mọ ìgbésẹ̀ tá a máa gbé nítorí pé àwọn ogun tá à ń bájà kò kí ṣogun Fúlàní, àwọn ogun alágbára ni. Gbogbo nǹkan tí ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pátápátá láti rí. Ìwọ tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà jẹ́ kí n sọ fún ẹ, ẹ̀jẹ̀ náà fi ń jayé. Excuse me. Omi ara ẹ̀ náà fi ń gbádùn. Somewhere in Ilesha, a whole ship ló process gold tó fi trailer kó jáde. Now ṣé àwọn nǹkan ọ̀rọ̀ àlùmọ́nì tá a ní sílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó ti fojú sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ká lò tó ti ń gbìyànjú bó ṣe máa take over tó ní fún they want to. I'm telling you, if you are a Yoruba person today, the sensitization of us is that a major war is coming to us, and that war is going to be major ethnic cleansing in Yoruba land. So if we are thinking that those who are waging war against us are the Fulanis, we are deceiving ourselves. So we have to get prepared. Nítorí pé àwọn tí wọ́n ń lù tó wa, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ń bribe àwọn tó fi ṣe olórí fún wa, àwọn ló fún wa ní assurances, àwọn ló fún wa ní ilé nílò òyìnbó, àwọn ló fún wa ní support. Bó a lè sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọ́n gbogbo gold agbódámọ̀ gba náà wà ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. So wọ́n fẹ́ fún wọn ní fẹ́ fún wa lẹ̀ náà. Tá a bá tẹ̀ la fẹ́ lọ, this European they are the people that want to wage war against us. So lọ́ra àlàyé tá a ṣe lẹ́yìn sí ni wípé ìwọ tó bá jọmọ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní gbogbo àgbáyé ẹ máa múra tí lockdown bá ti kúrò ń bẹ̀ bá a ṣe máa organize ara wa ètò worldwide protest kábẹ̀rẹ̀ sí black wọn wípé ẹ̀yin pípù yìí báyìí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ so that àwọn tí wọ́n wà in alliance pẹ̀lú wọn wọ́n á lè máa gbọ́ information yẹn so that tá a bá fi blackmail kábẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kálu àgbáyé ká lọ protest ní United Nations ká lọ protest ní French embassy gbogbo àgbáyé kan gbọ́ fún the only strategy tá a lè gbà nìyẹn tá a bá lè make effort yẹn tá a tí gbogbo protest yẹn tó rí rẹ̀ ní gbogbo àgbáyé ẹgbàgbé nípa Nàìjíríà torí wọn táǹkà náà máa pa àwọn èèyàn ń bẹ̀ táwọn ẹ̀dẹ̀ náà tó ní ìgboyà tó lè ṣe is what we can do successfully. Àwọn tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ issue yìí ní diaspora làwà ẹ jẹ́ ká kóra wa jọ British Parliament ni o French embassy ni o kọ́mọ̀ rí kíkọ́ àgbáyé mọ̀ pé the Yorubas across the world are doing something that is actually affecting their future, and so we have somebody who are going to sympathize with us. That is the other side. So make sure that to come back to the pre-point ni pé we can win Yoruba nation without war. That is if we are strategic about our planning. The planning of sensitizing the entire world and hosting a major world protest, loud protest. Yẹ pé gbogbo àgbáyé tó bá rí protest àwọn pé something is coming. Àwọn tó fẹ́ gbógun tó wá tó bá rí pé a ti wà ahead of them through the process ẹ̀rù á bà wọ́n náà torí eventually when the war starts wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lóòótọ́. So by the time we plan strategically towards that, the war will be half won by us. So the other side is that we have to really get ourselves with the system that we are using now, because what they are doing is that they want to penetrate the entire bushes pápá níbi tí àwọn àlùmọ́ọ́nì wá ti wà nítorí pé ó máa ṣe o nítorí pé nígbà tí Fáyẹmí jẹ́ minister for mines and power gbogbo àwọn àṣírí tá a ní níbi tá a ní àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ajé sílẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ti gbélé wọn lọ́wọ́ torí pé òun náà fẹ́ jẹ́ president òun ni ọba Kasumole sọ fún ọsọta wípé adopted son òun ni nígbà tó ń ṣàfọ́pọ̀ sí wọn náà. So all these things ó náà ti máa dictate báwa náà ṣe máa ronú táwa máa plan. So we have to understand that we are waging two wars, the one international and the one local. The local one, our approach towards it is right now nítorí pé what they are doing, they are trying to strategically put those people in the bush what they have wọn waiting for their direction ìpè kọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí shoot so wọ́n máa clear villages lọ nígbà tá a bá fún ọ láyè láti dúró sínú igbó wa frustration máa dé bá àwọn alágbára outside of Nigeria tó fún ọ ní agbára yìí àwọn ìbọn tó kọ́lé wọn lọ́wọ́ wọ́n drop àwọn ìbọn yẹn fún ọ láàrin òru ṣùgbọ́n táwọn bá lè gbìyànjú láti máa lé wọn kúrò ká má jẹ́ kán dúró rárá ó máa difficult fún àwọn ọ̀gá wọn tó irú àwọn tó ní mẹ́ta yẹn ní ship kan tí ó wà ní Gulf of Guinea ti France ni àwọn yẹn àwọn sọ pé wọ́n bá nígbà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn tó wà nínú ìjọba àwọn tó fún wọn síbẹ̀ nìyẹn tó ń direct wọn ship yẹn wá dé ó wá báàkì sí Gulf of Guinea wọ́n wá ní wọ́n fight àwọn pirate lórí omi wọ́n dẹ̀ wá fight àwọn insurgencies. Are you now telling me wípé àwọn yẹn tí wọ́n sọ pé àwọn ló ń control gbogbo àwọn tó wà nínú igbó wa ṣé wọ́n sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe nìyẹn. So tabari French ship tó wà ní Gulf of Guinea tó yẹ pé gbogbo àwọn tó ń wá tó ń penetrate ilẹ̀ Yorùbá sìn they are Fulani from a francophone nations ó yẹ kí wá pé ká understand pé something is going on now. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ jù báyìí lọ àárín ara wa à máa sọ láti mọ̀ bá ṣe máa sọ àti ẹgbẹ́ ìlú láti sensitise our people kọ́ lè mọ̀ wípé ogun tá a fẹ́ jà yìí two ways ni àjà tinú láti máa jẹ́ káwọn fún àdìkan máa rí ibi dúró sí rárá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá rárá kábẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé káwọn nígbà tó bàrá lè dúró ó máa fún àní opportunity láti lè sọ pé àwa náà plan láti gba ara wa là nítorí pé àwọn náà fẹ́ lò láti clear our out in ethnic cleansing ṣùgbọ́n tá a bá fún ọ náà yìí láti dúró sínú igbó wa àti fún direction gbogbo àwọn ṣíìpù tó ń dúró tó fún ọ ní tó ti gbé rédíò lé wọn lọ́wọ́ tó fi ń tán máa fi direct wọn láti máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó bá yá gbogbo alágbóngbà tí former deputy governor Obadaya tó ní òun pàdé wọ́n sọ pé by 2022 strategically wá ti place ara wọn tán ìgbà náà fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fún wọn yẹn táwa fúnra wa tó bọ́ ti fún wa ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ láti máa àwọn àṣírí yẹn ká má jẹ́ kó dúró rá sínú igbó wa gbogbo iṣẹ́ tí Sunday Igboho ń ṣe àwọn ọmọ Sunday Igboho torí we have thousands Sunday Igboho kọ́ máa fún àwọn fún àná ìdá dúró sínú igbó wa rárá tá a bá lè ṣe yẹn I can assure you the war is half won nítorí pé àwọn tó fẹ́ lò wọ́n àwọn alágbára tó fẹ́ lò wọ́n yìí wọ́n á wà incapacitated nítorí wípé wọ́n á rí wípé nígbà tó ń jẹ́ kan dúró torí ọ̀rọ̀pọ̀ dẹ̀ ni wọ́n pa lè lágbọ́n wọn ká tẹ̀ lè dún báyìí rárá so àwọn tó ń dín ìpínlẹ̀ kò kì í ṣe àwọn Fúlàní wọn láyà ẹ̀ àwọn alágbára tó gbàgbára wọn lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ kí n máa flex the muscles so that's the reason why a láti mọ ọ̀nà tá a máa gbà láti plan fún ogun yìí káwa náà wá àwọn alágbára táwa náà máa fara tì tán máa jà fún wa.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I might be forced to take one more call before I finally give my submission and see what anybody wants to say. I might be forced to take one more call before I run it up. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let's take this one. It's a big gamble. Okay, so what I'm going to do, hello caller, go ahead, yeah. Hello, Ekaleo. Ekalema.
Ekalema o. Hello caller, go ahead, yeah. Hello, ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
À ń gbọ́ yín mà.
Okay.
Ẹ má gbọ́ lórí kíní tẹ́tí ń gbọ́ yẹn, ẹ má gbọ́ lórí fóònù yìí, ẹ má gbọ́ mi lórí bíbá yìí.
Okay, lórí bíbá yìí, okay. Hold on then. Ẹ má gbọ́ lórí kíní tẹ́tí ń gbọ́ yẹn, ẹ má gbọ́ lórí fóònù yìí. Lórí okay. So kí máa gbọ́ lórí fóònù mi? Okay then, ṣé ń gbọ́?
À ń gbọ́ yín mà.
Okay, ẹ fi ṣe. Èmi ní pé kí n kàn sáré sọ kí n support àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa tó ń ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sè. Gbogbo àwọn tó sọ yẹn òótọ́ ni. A ní láti gbáradì. Ó ṣe bá fẹ́ jà ọ̀tọ̀gùn ti wọlé ṣé kò yẹ yìí. A ní
hello, ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
A ní alliance pẹ̀lú àwọn other African tí ń ráyè tiwa. A dẹ̀ ní láti àwọn other Europeans yẹn ó máa le díẹ̀ ká tó lè ní alliance pẹ̀lú wọn. But definitely a lè ní alliance pẹ̀lú other African nations tó bá láì pa. Because I trust other European nations. So alágbáradì a dẹ̀ ní láti involve àwọn Yoruba elite ní gbogbo kan tá à ń sọ yìí because àwọn lè tún strategize that pé wọ́n lè ní organization fún gbogbo wa so that gbogbo wa lè ṣe kankan pọ̀ gbogbo wa lè wà lójú kan náà gbogbo wa Yorùbá a ní láti ṣe gbogbo nǹkan lójú kan náà ṣé kò yẹ yín kò ṣe pé kí bí ṣe tẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀. As long as we're not going anywhere. So a ní láti ní central a lè ti bá bàbá àwọn bá dáàdì wa Professor Akintoye àwọn ní láti centralize everything but not to have a limited company but centralize everything.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, guys, I don't want anybody to go away because this is Ati Debiti Ologuntin Sanisin, and I want to tell you exactly what is going on, and I want to tell you exactly what you need to know without giving out too much. Yoruba land is currently at war. Whether you know or you don't know, we are seriously at war. I want to tell you one thing now. We have a war cabinet already that is working in the background, that's making things happen. The problem we have with Yoruba people ni pé eleve shele, eleve shiton, eleve shele, eleve digbamu, eleve dawomu. Igi kan lè dá igbó ṣe. There are so many people working in the background, and the people working in the background is even better for us. And I'll tell you why they're better for us, because it seems they are making headway than all the people making unnecessary noise. You might think it's not unnecessary noise, but I want to tell you there's a lot of people, a lot of us making unnecessary noise. Some people are dealing with things that we've left in express ní Ìbàdàn, ní toll gate Ìbàdàn, nígbà táwọn àti dé toll gate Èkó, nígbà táwọn kan ti dé toll gate Èkó. If you think there's not going to be a war, you're deceiving yourself, because àti wà ní war already. I want to assure you one thing. If you remember what happened to Americans in Somalia, we can do it again. We'll do it again, and it's going to happen. Whether you believe me, whether you don't believe me, I'm telling you the facts tonight. We've passed where where so many people are now. So many people on this program today, they don't even have a clue to what is happening. They think, don't talk about war, we can do it without war, we can do it that way, you can do it this way, is all lies. The only thing we need is to get more people, more mass people, more people's will, because we need people's will. People's will force this to happen, and we force it to happen quickly instead of doing it bit by bit. Bit by bit is a waste of time for us, for me, for you. Therefore, we need to educate our people more. We need to work together more. We need to make the people on the ground aware of what is going on. Tebaro pe owó yín tenda 40 million tenda sí account money no as jagun and waste time around. There's a lot of money involved. Come after jagun. And so many people haven't wake up yet. Sometimes ago, I said the GoFundMe that Maureen had, when I look at it, I saw some people put good money there. But I've seen people putting £20 there. What is your £20 going to buy? What is your £20 going to buy? In London, this is the Bafunibara ni coins. Once from 20p, from 50p. I don't offend because it won't make any difference to him. So the £20, I'm not saying £20 is not money, but your £20, what you're going to lose is more than £20. Woman casualty back home is more than £20. We're trying to minimize casualty as much as possible. I will tell you one thing today for fact. There's so many people risking their life fighting this war right now in Yoruba land. I'm going to make sure yes, money has been refunded, because number one, strategically that money is not even going to do a lot of things for us. We need millions. A gentleman called and said there's always a budget, a lot of budget for war. Are you talking about £100,000 budget? That's a time wasters. I've seen people having a project back home. The money you spend to go back home on a visit, when you're going back to Nigeria for a 1 month visit, you normally budget, including your flight, about £2,000, £3,000, £4,000, £5,000. You won't be able to have that anymore if you're not serious. If somebody is doing anything now and they don't believe in Oriolokun, that person is a dead meat. I don't want Oriolokun in the flag. Or some organization, even here. You're joining so many organizations that have taken the local heart of the flag. You're wasting your time and your life. I will be blunt to you, because if I deceive you tonight, God will deceive me. If we don't face reality tonight, where I will be telling you lies, and which I have to account to God later on. The GoFundMe that was refunded, I saw a young lady that put £5,000 in that GoFundMe. One person. Every drop in the ocean become a, my brother, mind to mind. If you're Fulani, please get off my channel. I'm telling you now, every drop of water is not an ocean. If I want to go and buy food now, maybe I want to go and buy bread, 80 pence, and I say every drop can't make ocean, every drop of penny make ocean, and I take 20 pence there, they're not gonna sell it to me. Do you know the people you're fighting? Do you think you're fighting Fulani alone, like Fatai Ogunibero said? You're not fighting Fulani alone. Let's reason. Let's use our head and our brain. If you don't use your head and your brain, which is what we do sometimes, and waste time, we're non-entities. Sir, £20 means jack. £20 means jack. £20 means nothing. I'm telling you the truth. You can either take my truth or you can forget about my truth. The people who are doing these things now, who are at the forefront, they look at, I was discussing in the work cabinet some times ago, and they said they contribute £40,000. What's £40,000? When these people are doing, they're asking one person for millions, 100 millions, 200 millions among themselves. Even if you open border, mind to mind, stop this. I'm begging you in the name of God. Right? If you know you can carry gun, right? Yeah. Sister Bibi, we're fighting the whole world. Yes, that is true. That's true. We're fighting the whole world. Because the Yoruba nation back said to Lenny, 80% are onto the England moon, they're going to go. So if Mind to Mind said something, he said if 20,000, 20 means a lot, £20 means a lot. If 100 people, 1,000 people contributed 20 pounds, 1,000, how much is it? Is that money? Do you know how much the IPOB paying on the Kano a month? £6,000. That's how much you get a month. So, and you have £40,000 and you're making noise. That's money. That's no money, bro. You need to wake up. IPOB have a launch in America some times ago, a fundraising launch, and they raised over $100 million dollars. $100 million in one day. And we're sitting here, everything in the budget, my brother. Yes, a budget. I think I would like to speak to you when you have the time. Please call me, my brother. Let's talk. Okay? And we Runisi, this man is we on Soiru. This is the problem with Yoruba people. If he's Yoruba, I don't think he's Yoruba, because if he's Yoruba, he will understand that every soul that is being lost in Yoruba land now worth more than £20. And somebody can watch Shoku, or more than £20 Shoku. I don't understand why people cannot. If you cannot talk, you blaming Akeredolu for saying something that is realistic, and you're coming here to talk something even worse than Akeredolu. The other day I said what Akeredolu said was right. And why did I say that? Akeredolu is a governor to everybody, the agitators and non-agitators. Akeredolu is currently paying the salary of his state through the money collected from Abuja. If he doesn't say that, he won't get money to, and he said it at the end of the month. Maybe they've threatened him that money, your 60 billion is not coming this month. And everybody in the state will not get paid. That makes sense. If Oriolokun can help, what is it waiting for? You see? How much I earn a month? I earn your poo a month. That's how much I earn a month. Yeah, and you're the one paying me because you're sending the money to my bank account every month through PAYE. We need to be very serious. We need to be very serious about this. You think what we're talking about is a child play? There are so many things we can do. I'm not asking people for money, but I'm asking people for awareness. Get on the phone and speak more to the people back home. Someone said there's a referendum plan for the 12th of June. You're wasting your time. There's no referendum plan for the 12th of June. Who planned it? Yeah, people that like to talk. Who's going to give you a referendum? Who's going to give you a referendum? Nobody's giving you no referendum. Nobody's going to give you a referendum. If they give you a referendum, they're losing their livelihood. So they're going to fight for their livelihood because their livelihood is making you. So they're not going to give you no referendum. They're going to fight. They said they want to dip their Quran in the ocean. That's a lie. It's not the Quran. It's not about Quran. It's not about this. No. It's about greediness. It's about making sure you can't come to Nigeria anymore. You don't have any land back in that country anymore. It's to make sure they drive your family back of that land. That's why they keep going to your farm and eating your farm and killing the farmers. And there are so many Yoruba children who is aiding and abetting them. I want you to realize this. The Allah said you cannot do anything against them. All the Omalis. But when the time comes, there is a way to deal with them. We cannot fight somebody who is not supporting this agitation. The only people we can fight is the people who are against us. If they don't support Yoruba agitation, it doesn't mean they're against you. They are entitled to their own opinion. And we have to respect their opinion. But when an idiot come and start disrupting what we're doing, then it's against us. Those are the people we can deal with. And those people we can deal with, there's a way to deal with them. I gave you my word at the beginning of the program. I said, if anybody is going to hold this OPC, the 3 OPC guys to ransom and take them to court again, I gave you my word that I will personally deal with that person. Hold on one second, guys. Just excuse me for a minute. Excuse me, guys, for a minute. Don't go away, please. Just excuse me for a minute, please. Don't go away, guys. Just excuse me for a minute, please. Okay. I'm sorry for that. The most important thing we need to do is this. Increase your level of awareness creation. And let more people get involved with this agitation. I love what one brother said. Show the advantage of having Yoruba nation to people. And don't let us talk stupidly. When they see the advantage and what they're losing now, maybe more people will come on board. Yes. So many people will do things just to please one person. I had a man that I was speaking to, and he said 60 million lives is at risk. And I appreciate that, because 60 million lives is a lot. Someone even wrote me, said, we need an initial budget of 60 million, 500 million pounds. And how can you contribute 500 million pounds with 20 pounds? Very easy. Get everybody in the world to give 20 pounds. Remember, not every Yoruba sons and daughters are with you on this agitation. So they're not going to contribute. So it's left to us. But the more people you can bring into this agitation, the better it is for us. And some people don't know how much I go through to create awareness. I use beauty to create awareness. I use fashion design to create awareness. I use my talk to create awareness. I use everything within my power to create awareness. I do so much meeting to create awareness. Yoruba Nation now is creating awareness. Olayomi Kweki, Sunday Boy is doing fantastically. He makes a lot of noise. That's a lot of awareness. Even if you can't do more, if you can't give money, make noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. Let me tell you something. Those of you that are against Oriolokun, if any today, if the white man has not bring the Palm Sunday to us, and anybody said, let's use Palm as a day, Palm Day, Baba, I'm not taking calls anymore now. I'm just rounding up, sir. Hello, sir. I'm just rounding up.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. I'm not taking calls again. I'm just rounding up, sir.
Professor, I'll be 2 minutes.
I don't think we have the time for it. I'm sorry. Okay. Is it very important? Is it very compulsory?
Yeah, it's important, please.
Okay, go ahead. I'll give you 1 minute.
Okay, Babami. Sherry, we have a problem convincing people in Nigeria. They are not ready to yield to how we have been convincing them to understand that they need to support. Àwọn tó bá mọ̀wé jùlọ àwa yìí lọ, mo ti convince àwọn èèyàn tó ti ń contradict me. Wọ́n máa tábàgbòdùà, wọ́n máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pààyàn, Yorùbá máa bíi ti Somalia bí kíní kan. No, let's get this first. But being pé àwọn kàwé jùlọ wà yìí lọ, but wọ́n ní exposure tó wà.
Uncle me, ẹ jẹ́ kí n put you on hold man, sir. Nígbà tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ Ruben Abati lẹ́ẹ̀kan, and someone said he's a doctor, and I said, he's a doctor. Please don't let us talk about him anymore. All those people that are doctor and this, right? We don't need them. Because most of them are non-entity. And anybody who is looking for one account to contribute to, you're wasting your time. Because of my dija. because someone said, please, let's have one account number. Oma dija. And I'll tell you, Boshima dija. Okay, some people are working hard and they're not asking you for money. And some people are not working at all and they're asking for money. Oma dija. Let's everybody do their own thing. Let's assume Tony Nandi and Nnamdi Kanu are working on the same account now. Oma dija. If Asari Tokubo and Nnamdi Kanu are using one account, Oma dija. One account is a stupid excuse. If that's what you want, it's not a problem for me. I run my things myself and I run my things my way. Nobody decide to say, go and sell the t-shirt in Nigeria for 2,500. Nobody decide that for me. I decide that myself.
God bless.
Because we sell more here, we use the money of the one we sell here to subsidize the one we're going to sell in Nigeria. Because we're not looking for profits. So many people doesn't know this. And later on we said, no, we're not selling it again. Let the people here contribute money towards that one and we give it out in Nigeria for free. Some people say print it in Nigeria. I say, I'm not printing in Nigeria. You can go and print in Nigeria if you want. If you want, I'll give you the design. I'll give you the templates. And I gave them templates. It's not a problem. Because the more we print, the more awareness. But from experience, I will tell you how I work things out. From experience, when something comes from this abroad, people will wear it. Because the politician might start printing, say no to Oodua nation. And who's going to say no? But the good thing about it is that they will use that to fight us. Let me tell you what I've done before when it comes to making awareness. When I used to have my shop in Brixton, it's called Print Promo. And someone comes to me one day and says, someone wants to run for a governor. I said, I don't deal with Nigerians. If you want to do anything in Nigeria, you pay me my money, I'll give you the goods, you take it to Nigeria yourself. I don't do Nigeria at all. As far back as 1996, 97, 98. I don't do Nigeria. That was Benga Daniel's people. And they said, this is this. I said, no. I said, I don't do Nigeria. Whatever you want to print, tell me, I'll print it for you. You take it yourself, and it's your problem. The things I make for Benga Daniel at that time is what makes him a governor in Ogun State at that time. Because I did a lot of things for them. I did mug, I did diary, I did pen, I did t-shirt. I did so much for them. Yes, I took my money because I don't do Nigeria. But proper awareness is what we need. Don't worry, nobody can arrest Sunday Igboho. They don't even have the means and power. And if they arrest Sunday Igboho, one person, they arrest one person. Do you know how many Sunday Igbohos I'm working with? I'm working with thousands of Sunday Igboho that you guys don't know. Thousands. Even this new one that came out a couple of days ago that said they have these, I'm looking for them. Anybody that have their number, I will even join them to the one I'm working with. People come up and say, this is what I said about all these things. When they plan things, wherever they plan their own strategy, we have first-hand information. Yes, we won't make noise about the first-hand information we had, because by the time they know we have the first-hand information, they will change tactics, and they might block the way we hear these informations. I want you guys to believe one thing. Awareness is very important, and it's very, very important. Please, we're not taking calls again. Please, let's try and educate ourselves a little bit more, because it's very important. Thank you, Olatunde. Thank you, Olatunde. That is true. It's a bomb full. Okay, someone has hinting on the plan to arrest him, but no attention is given. Okay, to get their number, get Teniologo's contact. I want to know. We need to, whoever think that go, yeah, it's okay. I love the spirit of. Okay, thank you. Can they contact Teniologo if you want to get those guys contact? I don't need to get no guys. I don't need to get no guys. If you want to bomb a church, a mosque, right? You don't need to tell us. Bomb one, let's see. Bomb one. Don't come and give us scaremongering here. And if you can bomb church and mosques, and people still follow mosques, church and mosque, well, so be it. Hello bomb. Te ba fe bomb Yoruba, hello bomb le Oshakan. Hello bomb palace Oni of Ife. Hello bomb palace Alaki of Egba. Then you are eating Yoruba hard. If you cannot do all those and you want to bomb church, you're wasting your time. The spirit of Yoruba will not fight. But let me tell you, anybody that's against Yoruba people, I'm not talking about Yoruba nation. Anybody that's against Yoruba people is against God. And they're going to see the wrath of God. And it won't take long again. Things are changing. Within the next few weeks, things are changing rapidly and going in the right direction. I won't have to come here and tell you that this is what has happened. You will see it yourself. You will see it. Ọlọ́pàá tó bá fẹ́ wá sílẹ̀ Oòduà ńgbà yẹn tó bá fẹ́ àyìnbọn kó àyìnbọn. Àjẹyàn ẹni ṣù. Àwọn East wọ́n pa ọlọ́pàá. Àwọn ò ní pa anybody. But we use the spirit of Yorubaness to fight them. If you want to fight, you said you want to take Ilorin back or you want to take the whole of Yoruba back, and the next thing you want to do is to go and bomb church because they don't support. No, it's not done. That's your idea that's our idea that we're agitation for Yoruba nation. It's not the idea. So why do you have to force them? We're saying that Fulani are forcing us to do something, and then we want to start forcing another Yoruba person to do something. Are we not doing the same thing? I said something, I was saying something, but I just missed it. And I mean it. If a church come now and say, okay, I'm a few mongo ni church wow, I'm a no fetish. But because we below mu away pamwa, lati mafi, it wasn't fetish. That's how gullible our people are. They do fancy rubber band, they put you on their hair, nobody complain. Come for where your theory. Please, send me your number, send me your number, Prophet, send me your number and I'll send it to you. If you pray here, I won't see it. Send it to me directly. Just ask me directly on my WhatsApp number. I will send it to you. I want to assure everybody on this platform tonight, Yorubas are not sleeping. Yoruba cannot fight Yoruba, but we can fight the enemy. We can't fight Yoruba. We don't want to fight ourselves. So anybody that's not supporting our agitation, it's not their fault. They don't believe in it. They don't have to believe in it. What we see, they might not see it. But let's try and educate them. And how do we educate them? Explain things to them with love, not with aggression. But when they come and antagonize you, then you can fight them back aggressively. But if they're not antagonizing you, they're just giving you their own thing, fine. They have a right to do that. It's not their fault. They have to everybody have the right to do whatever they like. Everybody. So we can't force anybody to do anything. No, we mustn't. We mustn't do that. That is not agitation. Okay, what's this? Yes, some people are doing the training in Nigeria already. Yoruba Nation now is on the ground. They're working hard on it, which I thank them for. Koiki is going about. So many people has given us money to send this t-shirt to Nigeria, and we're sending. It's gonna get to Nigeria soon. So we're gonna give it out for free. That's a lot of awareness. Well, let's do things in an orderly way. Let's do things properly. There's some few movements I won't support. I won't buy the idea. I won't be part of it. Because what they were doing, I look at them as non-entity. Because if you take Oriolokun out of our life, what is our culture? The culture that they are dancing to in Brazil. Have you seen the carnival in Brazil? That carnival they have? That Oodua carnival they have? That beautiful they have? Why did they bring Ile to England? Don't you know? They bring Oriolokun to England. And no, they bring Ile to England from Nigeria. Why? They send their rubbish to us and bring our good back here. But I don't understand. We need to wake up. We need to do things right. We need to follow the road. We need to follow the route. Everything that is good in Africa, they will bring it there and they will export it back to you. And it's a shame that so many of us are buying the idea. I want to create more awareness. And the awareness I want to create goes this way. I want to give out more t-shirts in Nigeria. If you want to support it, please let me know. Just type Niger t-shirt and send it to my WhatsApp number. But not only in Nigeria, even there's so many people in Europe, in America, that doesn't even support this agitation yet. There's a way to bring them in. If I go out with this top I'm wearing today now, people will see it on me and say, wow, that's beautiful. Omo Yoruba Omo Luabi. Where did you get it from? I like that gentleman. I saw a man today, he's wearing Yoruba Omo Luabi. Because we need to start bringing out the Omo Luabi in us. So as part of my campaign to create more awareness, I'm going to sell this top. Is made of cordro, and I don't know if you can see it properly. Okay, I think you can see it from this side. That is the make. Please try and write it down. Google it properly. Right? Google it. This and one inner and what cap for £50. So if you want it, right, just type Yoruba Omo Luabi and send it to my WhatsApp, and I will send you the details, and now you can acquire it. But you don't have to buy a t-shirt. There's always a way to do it. And how do you do it? You can print it yourself. The logo is there online. You can get the Oodua flag online. It's in so many groups now. I'll share it to so many groups as well. You can use it to create whatever you want to create and wear it. So buying is not a priority. And you know one thing I'm going to do one day? God help me. God help me. God help me. God help me. In London, before summer, I'm going to be giving out 200 pieces of t-shirt out in London for free. And I will do it. 200 pieces of t-shirt. I'm going to give it out in London for free. I'm not going to post it to anybody. I'm going to go to the market and give it out to the market. I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to go and do it. And I'm not going to tell you the market. And it's going to be eat and run squad. We go there, we spend 10 minutes in that market, 20 minutes in that market, and off we go. Because I believe that will help me a lot. It will help the agitation. People that are not part of it will look at it and say, this African, this Yoruba, these people mean business. Because we mean business. Emma Binusimi, I mean business gone. Adema she, Adema gba Yoruba, gbogbo nǹkan tó bá gbà la máa fún. Ade ní bárawajà. Ani bárawajà. Because there's no point. Ká máa bárawajà. Kí la bárawajà fún? Nǹkan tó wù ẹ́, ó lè máa wù mí, èyí wù ẹ́ kò wù mí. But we let people see pé ọ̀nà tó dá lélẹ̀. Ajẹ́rìí Jehovah, they get conversion. They don't fight to convert people. So why should agitation fight to get people in to their agitation? Sorry, I didn't know my other program is making a little bit of noise in the background. I'm sorry. I will do so much for us to get this. Uncle Raymond, I've actually sent it to you, but maybe you didn't check your email. But what I'll do, I'll send you another one. That is not a problem. No, I think I didn't send it to you. I sent it to somebody else. Because this is not the address I sent it to. So I'll send it to you soon. So what I'm talking about is this. Let's get more people into this agitation. Let's get more people. An uncle suggested something earlier on, and I think that's a fantastic idea. Fantastic idea. Thank you very much. I love the people that just send Yoruba Omoluabi. I love them. But some people are writing so much message. I won't see it. So, the Yoruba Omoluabi, is this written that way? The inner, you have to pick the color you want. You just tell us the color of the inner you want. I'm wearing white on my inside. And this is how it looks. It's made from cordro and it's thick material. And let me just tell you quickly. I'm going to do something quickly. 1 second. 1 second, guys. I close all that one. Sorry for this, yeah. D and M dissident 328. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I want to show you something quickly. That's why I'm trying to do this. Just give me 1 minute, please, guys. Okay, there's a company called Phil O or whatever they call themselves. Phil O. And this top is sold for, they're selling it for $59.99 plain. But that's retail. I buy it wholesale. So, and I'm selling it £50 plus postage and packaging, but you get the top, the t-shirt, and the cap as well. And the cap we read Omoluabi as well. For those people that doesn't like real local, so you can get something from it that doesn't have a real local, and that's going to be lovely. On this note, I'm going to be thanking my guest today, who is Fatai Ogunbido. He has been very, very patient. It takes me like 2 years to bring him in onto the show, and I've brought him into the show, and I kept him sitting for another 2 hours all along the line, and has been very, very patient with his little brother. Mr. Ogunbido, your last word before I close the show, sir.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. Just to tell my people that, as we said earlier on, the war is here already. And if anybody is telling you that Nigeria really exists, they are lying to you. What is coming to Nigeria is different from the direction they are turning us to be. The government we are having is only a distraction, taking our mind away from the reality that is coming. So when you see them, they are just there. They are not making any impact. And I can assure you, when that time comes, what will happen will just rubbish all the activities of this so-called government. Nigeria haven't got a government. We are just being, actually, we are completely being fooled as a country. We are being scammed. And only time we tell. If you think what I'm saying is propaganda, God will judge, and only time will tell. Let us understand that everybody owes a duty as a Yoruba person to make sure that Yoruba exists in the future, to make sure that we sustain our existence as a people. Whatever you can do to impact people, to educate people, to enlighten them, to let them understand that we owe a duty to retain our land, please do. Educate people. Tell them that there is danger coming. Let them understand that everybody that is living today must be able to sustain their family and even generations yet unborn. And the only way we can do this is to come as a united people and fight off this insurgency and make sure that we put on the right alliance for our international connection. Otherwise, before we know it, there is serious danger and there is real fire on the mountain. Let me ask you, we are having a government in place and we see the proliferation of guns in southern part of Nigeria. And you are thinking that that government means well for Western Nigeria? You are joking. There are things that is happening that you don't know about. There is a conspiracy against Southwest Nigeria and against Southern Nigeria as a whole. It has been happening and we think it's a joke. It has now moved right to our doorstep and we have to fight it off. This is the reality. Nigeria is a business venture for the Europeans. They want to retain their business, and the only way they can retain that business is to make sure that they fence off a Yoruba nation that they think is only salvation for the entire black world. We are a threat. And the day a Yoruba nation exists is the day the entire black world will have a pride and the dignity restored. This is the reality of what is happening and what is on ground. So let us all understand that there is more to what we can see than what we are seeing. Let us understand that as we are speaking today, time is ticking and we have to strategize and we have to jump into this action before the action jump on us. We need to be positive, we need to be strategic, we need to be realistic. Whatever you are looking at in Nigeria today is sheer scams, I'm telling you. Unity we need. They say united we stand, divided we fall. Before we are taken away by the whirlwind of events that will be unfolding within the next 1 year, let us be prepared, as defense and as attack is the best form of defense. Let us try as much as possible and plan for our future so that the war coming will not erode our existence as a people. Please, I beg you, no propaganda. God has chosen so many of us to be able to enlighten our people to open their eyes. But if you refuse to listen, by the time this problem comes, it's like several years ago, people who have been following me know how much I've criticized so many governments past and how so much of my projection has come to reality. So when I talk, I don't talk from sheer flesh, I talk through God's own spirit. And I'm telling you now that what I know that is coming, you will not understand it. You will not know. And what I've been posting for the past 3 years to Nigerians that doom is coming, they are warning us, they are giving us, even on the Facebook, we remember Frank Gaffney is an American security expert. He has enlightened us about the doom coming, that Nigeria is about to be taken down, and that Donald Trump and other world leaders should work together to make sure that this does not exist. If you want to have that tape so you can listen to it and understand that I'm not just propagating lies here, please ask for it and I will send it to you. Is this reality? Go to YouTube and put Frank Gaffney, Gaffnay, and listen to him. The message came only 3 years ago, and people have been sending those messages. I think that it's sheer jokes with when they're attacking me. Today, that warning has moved right to our doorstep. So if I'm telling you, who are you now to be thinking that what I'm talking is rubbish? The mere fact that it doesn't happen doesn't mean that it is not going to happen. And right now we are having gun being proliferated in the entire southwest Nigeria. So a danger is coming that you will not be able to know about. The Fulanis that are coming are not just coming there for the fun of it. Those that you see that are carrying AK-47, they have a mission, and we should not allow that mission to hold. Everything depends on you, it depends on me, and it depends on the unity of Yoruba people. Let us be united and let us fight off this insurgency. Let us fight this international conspiracy against Yoruba land, which they don't want to exist, as it is God's own ordained venture that Yoruba nation must exist. And everything depends on you and mine. I don't want us to wake up in 2 years' time and start to regret. Oh, you were warned, but we didn't listen. Now the time is for us to come to reality and to make sure that what is coming does not befall us as a tragedy or as a catastrophe. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. On this note, I'm going to let Mr. Fatai Ogunrido go, and I will be rounding things up in a minute. So again, what I plan to do is, if you want the t-shirt, don't write story. I've seen people writing a lot of story because I will definitely miss it. If you write story, I'm going to miss it. Just type Omoluabi into my WhatsApp shop. That's the WhatsApp number. Just type Omoluabi there and I'll pick it up. It's easier to pick up that way than when you write story. Don't worry about any other thing. Just write Omoluabi and I will know exactly what you want. If you want t-shirt, if you don't want this one, if you want t-shirt, just type t-shirt. And again, if you want t-shirt to be given to people in Nigeria, you don't have control on who we give it to. You don't have control. We give it out randomly. We're going to give some to so many other people, but we will post the video and the picture. And then very soon you can see flooding that area. So type Omoluabi for this one, the inner, the jacket, and the art. Right? The art is going to be Omoluabi on the art with Oriolokun. And if you want t-shirt, just type t-shirt and we'll send you all the details. If you want the new design, the one that we have that is, I don't know if so many people saw that one. This one came out last week as well. This design came out last week, so if you miss it, you can see it again. That one came out last week. That one came out last week and it's still going strong. Let me see if I can actually play that one, because if I play that, you can see it. That one. This one is called a new design. This design you're looking at now is called a new design. So it has I'm proud to be Yoruba there, and it have the hand, the printing on the hand. Look, Yoruba is beautiful. The Yoruba is gorgeous. So if you need this one on the screen now, please type Omoluabi, not on the chat, because if you type anything on the chat, I will not go back. I'm too busy to go back and watch things. So please don't type anything. Someone type money there. What is that one? Okay, what is that one? I saw something just now, and I pick interest in what I saw just now. Let me just see if I can find it again. The message there is a lot, so I might not find it again. Someone typed something like £100 or $100 there. Don't leave your email on the chat. I won't see it. Don't send it to the WhatsApp number on the screen now. Send it to the WhatsApp. David, Emma Binu, Ebo ina nikan bi ya mi sin benala man so Ebo ina nikan. You know that woman say wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ ọpọlọ fún wa gan. Pé àwọn tan agitation yìí pé àgbọ̀n tó. And truly when I look at it, nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ, I pick a lot of sense in there. The information, the number is on the screen. Number tema type a C. Please, are you at Deji? Yeah, you don't have to trust me. You don't have to trust Heritage on this agitation. That's I told you have your own opinion. Okay, that's good. You don't have to trust me. Someone said they don't trust Heritage. I'm happy that someone said that, because sometimes when someone said they don't trust you, it means at least you know if you like to say pé tí 80% dá láyé tí wọ́n bá ti fẹ́ràn mi, èmi ti fi 20% tó kù sílẹ̀ kí wọ́n máa gbé mú. You don't have to be cross. The WhatsApp number on the screen. The WhatsApp number on the screen is +44 734 1234560. +44 734 1234550. +44 7. Okay, it's a normal short sleeve T-shirt, and it has Oriolokun, and it says "Proud to be Yoruba." That's what it says on the chest. Yeah, and you can choose color. WhatsApp number is +44 734 1234560. We post to America, we post to Europe as well. +44 1234560 is the WhatsApp number. I'm curious about what someone wrote about. Thank you very much. At least someone said they love what I'm doing. Emma Jaka Jao, Emma Ba Victoria Jai Jao, no matter what they say. Yes, we are completely brainwashed, you hear me? We are completely brainwashed. The 3 OPC guy, I promise you, the next time they go to court, you will see what happened. Yeah, well, Victoria Jai can say 20 pounds not be beans, so yeah, it's okay. They have a right to say that. The greedy side of Yoruba, you need this. Anyway, I don't blame the person that wanted to fight you, but we still don't want to fight you. The argument is that someone said you need billions. All those rich people, they will come and join us when they know where we're going. They don't know where we're going yet. Mandy B, thank you very much. Yeah, I saw something like £100. That's why I'm trying to find out exactly what it is. Okay, I'm going to be rounding it up. Please don't call 7306. When I finish the show, I will call you. I'm not taking any more calls, but when I finish the show, I will call you. You cannot contribute on the show anymore. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is where I'm going to end it. It's a shame I didn't get a lot of likes. I only get 200 likes, and I think I clocked 7 something earlier on YouTube, and I think I closed about 70, 80 on Facebook. Facebook, I've only got how many likes? 53 likes. That's not bad. So nearly 80%, right? One on it doesn't matter. Anybody that want to flag the show, they can flag the show. I don't. Hello, sir. That is what the person have. COVID-19 has spoiled a lot of. Oodua. Yes, they're talking about 200 million, and some people are talking about 20 pounds. The money they even paying bandits is more than 20. If bandits can get more than 20 pounds, you expect Yoruba nation to take 20 pounds? I'm sorry. Let's put our hope as far as I know God is one fighting. Yes. That is true. God is fighting. Because if God is not fighting, there's no way on earth I'm going to join this agitation. On this note, guys, I'm going to be going to bed. I want to thank you all for your support, for your kindness, for your time, for your data, for even sticking with me with my nonsense all this time. Yeah, because some people say I chat nonsense. Yes, I chat some nonsense sometimes. Sometimes I get angry. I'm human. I'm a human being. So I have a right to get angry like you get angry sometimes. Okay, there's a lady, someone said who can give money, 5,000 pounds among us. There's a lady, 20-something years old, gave 5,000 pounds to Sister Maureen GoFundMe. The money was refunded back to her. They said, what are we going to do? I said, wait till they bring out another GoFundMe, and then you can, please ignore, you can see it's not Yoruba. That's true, that's true. I've actually done that. It will be our bargaining clip. Yeah, okay. Guys, Ayu Alabi, my WhatsApp number. How can I send you WhatsApp? If you're still on the chat, I will type the WhatsApp number on the chat now. I will pin the WhatsApp number on the chat if you're still there. +44 734 123 4560. That's my WhatsApp. That number is not available on anything apart from WhatsApp, yeah? So if you go and send message, text message or anything to it, I won't get it. I won't get it. So it's only on WhatsApp, please. Oh. I think I've done something wrong there. Okay, let's do this now. Okay, that's my WhatsApp number. I've just put it there, even though it didn't get pinned because it's done the run out on me. Admin, I was thinking someone would have put the WhatsApp number. Yes, we do mail to USA. I can't believe any admin did not put the WhatsApp number on the chat since. Anyway, this is where we're gonna end it. I want to appreciate you again. I want to thank you again for what you've done. I really love you, and it is well with every one of you. And no, it won't be the show alone that will keep us going, right? I'm telling you, within the next few weeks, you will see what will happen. At least we will perform some miracle with our audio locum that people are waiting for, because some people are waiting for miracle from audio locum, right? I will personally perform some miracle with audio locum, with Jesus Christ on my side, and Allah with me as well, because when you combine all these things, they work miracle for you. Okay, Maryland. Yes, I'll get back to you from Maryland. Yeah, at least I know where you are now. God bless you all, guys. I don't want to leave. I just love you all. I wish I can continue till tomorrow, but there's so much going on. Tomorrow at 6 o'clock, maybe we're going to move it to 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock UK time. You're going to meet Omoba Badigbite tomorrow on Yoruba program. And if we can move it earlier, then I can have another program so that we can keep ourselves going. I love you all, and I hope to see you soon. Please, when you're singing the national anthem, don't sit down and sing the national anthem of Yoruba Nation. We need to stand up. Someone said they've seen so many people singing the national anthem and sitting down. Well, the funniest thing is that I don't show myself when they're singing the national anthem, so you don't know whether I'm standing up or sitting down. I love you all. I thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the newly formed Oodua Nation.
Ìgbàgbọ́